put it a showdown for the basketball. The Lakers Wizards at 10:30.
Well, sweet. Why don't you do one for me real quick, and I'll give you a
I'm
football lineup.
Struggling with this one, buddy.
I'll give you a football lineup. I'm just kidding.
What if I would just fucking play that? I want to play.
Would you stop cussing?
My God,
We're streaming. We're streaming.
My God.
We're not on.
Think about the children. Think about the children.
Yeah.
How many kids are crying right now? Sitting in front of the fireplace, listening to the back row, thinking they're going to get a dose of Christmas, and they get a dose of Hux's dirty mouth.
Oh, potty mouth Hux.
Potty mouth Hux.
Yeah.
Fuck, he says. And all the kids cry.
Yep.
Just like that one time whenever you said to go back teach your kids. Oh, dude, I about died. I'm like, no.
Fuck 'em.
It was like one of the first times we ever tried to stream, too.
Let's wipe that from our memories forever.
I can't.
We got to.
It's ingrained.
We gotta wipe the slate on that. I was hoping the hanging guitars weren't really relevant there.
Probably gonna lose, but
they are.
I submitted
Not bad.
it.
No, they're good. That's fine.
No, if
I
you
think it
would
looks good.
have,
Everything's fine. It's all fine.
and the $10, you scored.
Hux is trying to figure out his
109.33.
DraftKings lineup.
You would have split, or the
Mayhem.
The lineups that had that won 1209.
I'm
is what they
auctioneering.
won. So you'd added to that split, obviously.
Okay, like split.
I don't know how many different.
Okay, what place were they?
Here comes my auctioneering.
21st.
21st?
Hux, what place would he came in if he played in $10 pool? Hux.
Dude, a lot of people go in that daggone $10 one. Then
Why didn't you play that daggone $10
My
one?
thought on that was, would you quit interrupting?
If you would have played the $5 single entry that I played,
Can I get a $5
you
single?
would have tied with fourth, and they won $6.25 apiece.
Nice.
Way to jack it up, Arms.
I got 15th.
Way to screw up winning
I don't
hundreds.
even know how many people played in that one.
You know how many hundreds you left on the table?
I don't feel nearly as bad right
Quite
now.
a few.
Quite a few. That's the answer.
I don't feel bad at all about it actually.
That's the answer, Hux.
I mean, let's see. I won over 500 in that contest alone. 506, 50.
Whatever it takes to make yourself feel better, Arms. You know, we're not judging.
I don't care if you judge me.
We're not judging your meager winnings. When you could have had 600 and
I'll be honest with you. It wasn't about the money at that point. It was about it got to the point where I'm watching the. Did you guys watch the end of the game?
No. I didn't watch any of that.
It was incredible.
We don't watch football. We just bet on it.
Talk about it and bet about it.
They recovered 3 consecutive onside kicks.
Damn.
Atlanta did.
That's
They
impressive.
recovered one.
It's pretty
Of all
impressive.
people, Russell freaking Gage had a penalty, but they looked at it. It wasn't a penalty, but it's a non-reviewable play. So Gage, they thought he was offsides. They kick it again. They recover it again. Like, you know it's coming the first time. You really know it's coming the second time. They go down. Dude, I was losing my freaking mind.
You know what gauge I saw?
As soon as they got in field goal range, they kicked field goal first down.
I saw a gauge, but it was like
I was
10
beside
minutes
myself.
of the Children of the Corn on accident. I accidentally watched 10 minutes of that. There's a kid on there named Gage.
I've never seen it.
I didn't watch Russell. I watched Children of the Corn Gage.
Never seen it.
I watched 10 minutes of her.
Excuse me.
Saw 10 minutes of her, Arms. There's some nice notes.
Got lots of them.
He's got lots of notes.
Yep. That's what I likes about you, Barkers. You don't really do any notes.
Take it down a notch, Squirrely Dan. Got lots of notes. He's got lots of notes.
Man, while you guys are talking, I'm gonna try to put together a lineup for the Wizards Lakers showdown.
Well, thanks for joining the live stream so you could watch Hux and Arms set their DraftKings lineups.
Yeah, buddy. Hey,
Yeah, boy.
Passion for the game.
All right, in the main slate basketball tonight, I got 2 guys left to go.
Which one of us said it's not about the money?
You did.
I did.
No
actually.
comments. Oh, you did?
No, I said it's at that point. It wasn't
you
about
did.
the money
Oh,
because
yeah, you did.
anyone that Matt Ryan was going to throw the ball to, I was getting points.
That's true.
And I was in the right direction because he was my captain. And there was no way they were going to run the ball. It was to the point it was about winning. I was so close. I just wanted to win.
Well, the comment you got in regards to that, because we're streaming, so you got comments. Bauer says, evening, gents. And Gut Punch News, a dude I like a lot, does a podcast. When you say it's not about the money, it's always about the money. No one likes a bad beat.
It's true.
It was true. I definitely didn't like losing
There it
to
is.
effing kicker.
No.
All right. Anyways,
Oh, well.
I got 2 guys left to go. I'm kind of behind in the basketball slate, so I
And
need
off we go.
catching up. I got a little catching up to do if I
What's
want
the choices?
If I want to place. Well, my 2 players I got left to go are projected to be pretty higher owned, so I'm probably not going to move up a whole lot because obviously other people in front of me probably have at least one of the 2. So you think I should change those 2 out and put a couple of guys in that probably going to be lower owned? It's either I move up or
That'd be my strategy.
Yeah,
Just
I mean, if you
Go
got
for-
to
go for
catch
it
up
all.
I
anyway.
got to catch up somehow, and I don't think I'm going to with who I have in
Okay.
because they're going to be higher owned. So shit. I know I hate changing my lineup though.
Yeah, but it sounds to me though that you're in a situation where if you change your lineup, you're going to have a bunch of money left on the table.
No, it's going to be equal money.
and it's all
basically-
about the money.
Basically, the 2 players I have left are Anthony Davis and Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
So basically, I can I'm obviously Davis is one of the higher.
Oh yeah,
priced.
absolutely, deservingly.
The higher price guys left are obviously LeBron, who's more,
Yep.
and then you got like Damian Lillard, who's lower.
I don't
So
watch watch basketball, so like
Right.
Giannis already played.
Yeah, he played earlier.
Okay.
And Bradley Beal.
Okay.
Okay. So I can go up to LeBron and then lower. It'd be almost min price guy.
Is the other a center for sure, or is it a utility?
I got a guard spot and a forward spot open.
Okay. Davis listed as forward.
Yeah, he's forward.
Dude, I thought they had him listed as center only.
No, he's forward
Okay.
center. So I could go LeBron, and then like almost a min price. I only have 3,200 left over, so I can go Bazemore for Portland. He plays
Any,
He plays and
any
he puts
injuries?
up some damn points.
sometimes. Last night he had 27, which would be great tonight. But the game before that he had 7.
And
before
is
that he
there
had 3.
Any
Upside.
injuries?
Boom
Yeah,
or bust.
but was it 2 or 3 games before that he put up 20-some points?
Right? Yeah.
I
mean,
know
he's-
because he was in the freaking winning lineup, and I'm like, who the hell's Bazemore?
Yeah. Or I could go down to Damian Lillard, and then play Laurie Markkanen for the Bulls, who's 5,600. He's one of their better guys.
I mean,
It'd be like
it could be
more of an
Dame
average-
time.
He has blow up
Could be.
games too.
He hasn't had a whole lot this year, but I mean, he could. I mean,
Talent's there.
He's capable.
Talent
He
there.
scored in the 30s, I think, hasn't he? In
Yeah.
a 40-point game, maybe.
I love your input, Barker.
I have no value to add to this conversation.
I know. I'm just trying to talk it out. I think I'm gonna go LeBron and Bazemore
I like LeBron Bazemore myself because
the upside with LeBron's right up there with Davis. So
honestly, it's
I
higher.
know well, yeah, but sometimes I don't know.
Realistically, he's
Yeah.
still arguably the best player on the planet, but Bazemore low owned.
LeBron's probably gonna be lower too because of his price.
Perfect.
Was-
There we go. 2 low owned
I
guys.
switched it. I don't know how low. I think he'll be lower than Davis just because just reading around, Davis was talked up more. So plus he was like 1,500 cheaper. Davis was. Okay, we can talk football now if you want.
Speaking of which, do you want to start recording or?
We probably should. It's almost 10.
Yeah.
I
So
don't have anywhere to be.
Because we're going to talk about DraftKings, and I need
I
to
want
talk
to sit
about
here.
it.
I don't want to sit here with arms longer than I have to. It's a joke, arms. God dang,
if
you're
I-
always so serious.
If I had a heart, that would have hurt it.
No.
Hurted.
Hurt it.
Twould
Oh, it would've
have
hurt
hurted it.
But it hurted.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Today on the Back Row Fantasy Show, we talk sits and starts and a lot of DraftKings, I believe. Coming up now on the Back Row Fantasy Show.
Welcome to the Back Row Fantasy Show with your hosts Jeremy Barker and Aaron Arms.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Back Row Fantasy Show. As normal, it's me to the center, Arms to my left,
Good morning.
and Hux to my right.
Hey, what's up?
He is excited to
I
be
am.
out of the house.
Yeah.
Pumped.
Whoa.
Wife might be watching.
Whoa.
Do you
Can't be
really?
too excited.
No.
No,
I'm not-
he was excited to record.
She's
I'm
not.
not. I'm not that excited, babe.
She's not
throwing
watching.
him under the bus like that. Hux, I heard
Hux,
whenever
get your
you
hand
came,
off my leg.
when you came in, whenever
Alexis,
you
it's
said
okay.
it's very difficult for me to pry myself away from my family to be here, guys.
I love my family.
But it's incredibly important for me to record for you. And I appreciate that about you.
You know, we had our Thanksgiving with my side of the family today. It was a good time.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you can always tell her, I'm going to bring home the bacon by going to the show. I mean, it's not rolling in yet, but we're projecting bacon.
I love bacon.
Bacon
The
is
show's projecting bacon
delicious.
for Hux to eventually bring home to you, Alexis.
Love the bacon.
Not turkey bacon, though.
No, not as good.
No. Edible,
Edible.
not as good.
Yeah, it's edible.
A little chewy.
Even
Just doesn't cook how
regular
you want it
bacon. I was
to.
gonna say depends on how you cook it.
Can you get it crispy?
I don't know. I don't eat turkey
I
bacon.
don't eat turkey bacon.
Well,
I've-
you guys are
I
talking
have-
like you're
I
turkey
have-
bacon connoisseurs
Let me
just
phrase
a
this.
second
I
ago.
have eaten turkey bacon.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't
okay.
recall it being chewy. I recall it being not flavored like bacon, which is bullshit.
Wow.
Oof.
Strong feelings toward bacon.
Sorry,
no, strong
children around
feelings
the
towards
fire.
turkey bacon, which is not bacon.
Kids around the fire, this is not what we intended. We didn't just...
Just turned it off. Let's all go home.
The children love the show. Now they're
All
gonna,
right.
now they're going to tell mommy in the morning, here's your outfit for school. This is bullshit.
That'd be great.
This is bullshit.
Can't wait.
Arbs of back row said bullshit.
I'm surprised my kids don't already
I
tell me
was
that.
going to say my kids don't cuss, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I've got a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they're
I've
going to be
got a-
like, "You mother beep." I'm like,
I've got a-
Lanny.
I've got a cusser. Connor, my
Oh, wow, the
3-year-old.
younger one, yeah.
Oh yeah, he heard one of us drop the GD. So anytime he drops a toy, trips over something, he's like, God,
Gosh darn it! What you're clearly saying.
yeah,
Bringing
yeah.
them up right.
All
It
right.
was unintended. He just, it's ingrained though. He knows now that, misfortune equals God.
Gosh darn it!
God, I didn't say the whole word, Arms. My God, you've already cussed more on the show than me.
Do you want to? You guys want to talk about the big? It's not even. It was the most under the radar news ever. But Frank Gore passed Barry Sanders.
It was low key.
Didn't he do that last week?
What's the last
Well,
one?
I guess.
Yeah.
It was still low key.
Yeah, they played yesterday. My bad. Yeah, he passed him on Sunday.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
they played again yesterday.
Yeah, so you got Frank Gore as the number 3 all-time rusher, but took 14 seasons to do it. Walter Payton, number 2, 12 seasons. Emmett Smith played 15 seasons.
Try to steal that man's thunder is what he's doing.
No. What I'm saying is Barry Sanders did it in 10. Barry Sanders
pretty good running
is
back.
still the greatest to ever do it.
Pretty good running back.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
about
okay.
them Buffalo
Couple
Bills,
games.
by the way?
They're looking great.
9-3.
9-3. I mean, Dallas
Went
isn't
in-
exactly a.
No, but
You
go
know.
into Dallas on Thanksgiving and just put it to them.
And did what every winning team has done to Dallas so far this year, plus the Jets.
Put it to him.
Put it to them.
Put it to him.
Hey, the Bills look good.
They did. Defense looked real good.
My favorite meme over the weekend was everyone, Cowboys fans. The Patriots are only so good because they play in a weak division. Dallas gets beat by the Bills, the Jets, and the Patriots this year so far. Good stuff.
They beat the Dolphins, but yeah, I mean,
So is everybody else except for 2 teams.
yeah, 2 teams. Colts and the. It
Who
doesn't
cares?
matter.
Who cares?
They suck.
It
Whoever it was.
doesn't matter. Trying to. I'm taking Hux up on his idea of like, Barker, we need to tweet more about.
You know,
them.
I was gonna message you earlier today and do that, but got sidetracked. Didn't get around to it.
Ah, okay.
I'm not sure if you're ready to talk about yesterday's
got your
games yet
back.
or not, but I was just going through.
Yesterday's games were good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I watched a little bit of the Bears game and watched a good portion of the Buffalo game. I didn't watch any of the night game, but
I watched a little bit of the night game.
Dude, the night game was the best game.
there's other things going on.
I got sleepy.
It wasn't the best game. It was
I'd
the
already had
most.
turkey. I was tired.
It was the most
Yeah.
entertaining game at that. I mean, it was the only thing on. All right, it was the only thing
Yeah.
on, and quite frankly, the Saints dominated until like last 5 minutes.
Turkey is hard on football watching.
Tryptophan.
It's hard.
Well, I got to look into the Cowboys stats because they put up like 450 plus yards offense yesterday, but I looked at the second half particularly. Okay, they were down 16-7. I'm basically talking about Zeke here. He had 12 carries for 71 yards yesterday. He had 10 of those carries in the first half. He had 2 carries second half.
That's garbage.
2 carries for
Cowboys.
15 yards. They were granted, they got behind a little bit, but after those 2 carries on that, I believe it was their first possession, second half. They
Decided
didn't
to start
score.
heaving the dang ball.
Pretty much. I mean,
But he's still averaging 6 yards carry or 5.5 yards carry up to that point.
Right.
Like, why go away from that?
exactly. I mean, and the Bills, obviously, one of the worst run defenses in football.
As good as their team
one
is,
of their
surprising.
one of the best. It's just they funnel towards, they stop the pass
Yeah.
is what they try to do. Well, so I was looking, and after they go down 23-7, they have an 11-play drive, 0 rush attempts. Results in is when the Gallup touchdown got overturned, and then they went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Their next possession, they're down 26-7.
That one also hurt me on DraftKings.
11 more plays, no rush attempts. Turnover on downs. They go for it on fourth and didn't get it. And then their last possession, 5 plays, 5 passes. They did score there at the end of the game. But yeah, 2 carries by Zeke. Actually, Pollard didn't have any in the second half either. 2 carries, second half. That's just
Like, you paid Zeke. Your identity should be to run the ball. You still
Yeah.
have arguably the best offensive line in the game. I mean,
yeah, I didn't get it.
you've got you've got a running back who is in a full season never been outside the top 3 or 4 in rushing.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like, Zeke's incredible. Like, what are you doing, Dallas? I mean, and then Jerry Jones goes on, well, we don't have a chance at making a Super Bowl run with, if we fire Garrett. You don't have a chance of making a Super Bowl run if you have him, especially if you have him.
Since we're on the topic of the Cowboys, first question, MLB Tribe Matt says, do the Cowboys pay Amari Cooper?
No,
should they or do they?
Do they?
I don't think they do. I think Michael Gallup, they believe enough in him.
I think they pay
Yeah,
Amari.
but they still need somebody else though. So I
You
mean,
can't afford to highly pay
Randall
3
Cobb
people.
is the best thing they've got after Gallup, so you can't run into 2020 with Gallup and Cobb.
No, but you could try to get a young receiver in this year's draft.
You could also pay Amari Cooper.
I think they do. I'm just gonna.
Okay,
I think
so,
they do.
So you're saying they're going to make Zeke basically the highest paid running back in football. They're going to pay. They paid Dak, right?
No, they have not.
They haven't paid Dak, so they're going to let Dak walk after having the season he's had.
I wouldn't be that shocked.
I mean, who are they going to pay?
Statistically, he's had a really good year, but I don't know, man.
As far as being a winner, being a leader,
Listen, I'm against Dak. I don't think he's a great quarterback, but you pay your quarterbacks. If they think he's the quarterback that they want on that team, they have to pay him. There's a lot of mid-tier guys that make great money.
Any way they can pay both?
No.
so the same guy.
Not without hamstringing their entire team.
But
Like,
if you
there's-
pay Dak, top quarterback money, which he's going to get if he gets paid by them,
Absolutely.
it's going to hurt the whole team as it is anyways. Look at the other franchises around the league that have done that.
So how can you I just don't think you can afford to pay both of them. They've got to I don't know how high priced their offensive line is, but it's got to be up there.
Does Dak have another year after this year, or is he a free agent after this year?
I
have to
I think he's got another year. I think he
Well,
just wants to be paid like
We'll
one
look
of the
it
best.
up and get back to it, but I think he has one more year, but I don't
So
know,
so
man.
so you pay Amari Cooper at the end of this year.
He's had a good year.
And hear me out. You pay him at the end of this year, and you just assume that you're letting Dak walk at the end of next year. It's like win a Super Bowl or you walk.
He has one more year.
I mean that's the situation you put yourself in.
Dude, I'd buy myself time. I go on another year.
So franchise tag Amari Cooper. I mean, that's all you can
and
do.
Go ahead and pay Dak now. Or
No.
franchise.
Wait and see what the end of next year, how it plays out. And Amari Cooper, I know you said he's had a good year, but man, he's dropped some duds recently.
Yeah, but
He always does. They knew that when they got him, but he's better than he was with the Raiders.
There's no doubt about that.
he's been more consistent.
Same guy asks, can Gallup carry the team then?
I think so.
I think that's aimed at arms.
I think that Gallup is as good of a receiver as Amari Cooper.
The talent's
I
there.
won't
I
hit it.
mean, to carry the team, no. I think they need two top end guys. I don't know. And I mean, are you? I'm sure there's other needs than going receiver or get one of them. I mean, because they're probably going to be in position to get one of the back half of those high end receivers coming out of the draft because there's going to be a handful going in that first round. It seems like
They're starting to need linebacker depth.
yeah.
Amari Cooper, outside of touchdowns, there was 5 games that he had less than 50 yards receiving.
I mean, he's
5 out of 12. I mean, is that great? Is that top flight? Now, he had a 226-yard game, a few 140-yard games, but
I mean, depending on how the game's going, I mean, the game should go through Zeke anyways. So I mean, should
I
go
think
through
I think
Zeke.
you're getting ready to make my point for me. So the game should go through Zeke. So why should we pay Amari Cooper?
Because they don't have anybody to go opposite Gallup.
I mean, listen,
Okay, if
as
you
far
bring
as the
if you
season-
bring the talent down at receiver, defenses should be able to stack more against the run. And
but Randall Cobb isn't garbage.
no, but he's not a
He's
not an
definitely-
outside. He's an inside guy. He's not the outside guy. So you need another opposite or guy on the outside.
Real quickly, the article I read was wrong. I went to an actual contract website. He is a free agent in 2020.
I feel like
Dak is.
you have
Yeah.
to pay that.
Thank you, M Tribe Matt, for
I wonder if they
bringing
wait
that back
until
up.
to see what's available in the draft. Which I personally think they're in a win now situation.
They are in a win now situation. So it's
I
either
can't
pay
imagine
Dak,
them drafting to
No, it's either pay Dak or defranchise Dak.
possibility, but you can't franchise both of them.
No,
So you can only do one.
man, I don't know because
And-
like you said, they're obviously in the talent and that whole team. They're win now. Jerry Jones is always win now, anyways. But
Oh yeah.
You know the one person that's turned us off so far? Has to be Bauer. This is probably more Cowboys talk than he can handle.
He's like, nope, done.
This is probably too much for him.
well, if his Eagles were any good, we'd talk about them.
Oh,
And by the way, so to back to the talent talk here, right?
Sorry, Bauer.
Gallup versus Amari Cooper. Gallup's missed 2 games.
Yeah.
All right. Amari Cooper's got 971 yards. He's got a ton of he's got 7 touchdowns. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Gallup has 796 and 3.
Yeah.
Like that's
Gallup. No, I
I think Gallup is
good.
just as good, if not better, than Amari Cooper.
I don't believe that. I like Gallup. I like Gallup a good bit, but he's not Amari Cooper yet. And I hate to bank on the 3rd year thing. I mean, he's one of the better 3rd year breakout candidates, but I don't think he's Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper's
Amari
pretty
Cooper
good.
was good from the get go.
Right.
I mean,
No, I mean he's a highly touted receiver coming out of college. So I mean, he's. I don't know. Has he lived up to those expectations?
Absolutely not.
Not
Not even
completely.
close.
Yeah, not completely. I wouldn't say it's close.
for what everyone expect him to be, like
I don't remember him being generational.
yeah, but smooth, great route runner, great hands. I mean, I think his like college career drops was single digits. Like it's crazy. And he was I don't know if he had in his last 2 or 3 years at Alabama, like almost every game was over 100 yards. I mean, he was great in college against SEC defenses. Always showed up, always performed against the best of the best.
Right, but college to the pros, there's always something. You know, there's
Yeah, but the inconsistencies that he has is what worries me.
Which I mean, they've been better since he's been with Dallas. So
Yeah,
I mean, you
absolutely.
can play that as a part to Oakland.
Agree 100%.
So
My thought is if Gallup's looking as good as he is, I don't think they feel the need to pay Amari Cooper.
I feel like he hasn't looked as good as he did the first handful of games. I mean, he's still good.
3 games ago, he had 148 yards.
is he going to be as good without the opposite guy on the other side?
No, he's going to go Juju.
Well, I don't know about
Yeah, but Juju doesn't have a Hall of Fame quarterback throwing team like he did
Yeah,
last year.
kinda-
That is a moot point.
that. That whole Steelers season is kind of a wash.
Well, right, but I mean, still, you're okay. So you put Mike Evans on that team. Does he falter too?
On the Steelers
Yeah,
in place of Juju?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
With the
those
quarterback play they've
quarterbacks are
had
bad.
this year, I mean, the injuries to the running backs. I mean,
They're like
they've had-
YOLO, just throwing it
Is
up.
there any receiver that could overcome that in Pittsburgh? Any receiver?
Even Michael Thomas would not be even close to what he is now with those quarterbacks throwing the ball.
I can agree with that. For real. I mean,
Oh, sure.
Rudolph's looked bad. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, listen, I'll go out now. Devlin Hodges, Mason Rudolph couldn't hold Tom Savage's jock. All right? So, even if you want to say Nook, Nook, those quarterbacks, at least Savage looked okay playing in Houston versus what these quarterbacks are doing in Pittsburgh. So,
yeah, I don't know.
For some reason, I just want to check out and see who's like one of the lowest fantasy quarterback seasons. Like, what's one of the lowest quarterback seasons right now, and do they have a receiver putting up big production? Because I mean, so many guys still put up big production even when the quarterback sucks. Happens every year.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
I mean, Baker's having a terrible year.
Yeah, so the receivers aren't doing great, so that's not a good example. In my argument, I guess, wouldn't be a good example.
So, I mean, is what it is. And are you going to make the argument that Mason Rudolph's remotely comparable to Baker Mayfield? No.
Trubisky sucks. Allen Robinson's having a pretty good season. Right?
Allen Robinson is having a pretty good year.
I mean, I don't
But,
know.
a pretty good year. He's not on the level of those guys we were mentioning, though.
No.
So a good year for him could be, I don't know.
1,000 yards.
Tiki.
I like Allen Robinson a lot. So,
Hey,
I mean,
Allen Robinson's made me look like I thought he was going to be a 700-yard receiver at the end of the year. I mean, honestly, I did.
Bauer says, still here, love you guys. P.S. Birds beat the Bills
I
in
know.
Buffalo.
After I said it, I
Yep.
was like,
Yep.
they beat the Bills.
Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah.
And then Tiki Laundry says, Amari way over Gallup.
I disagree. I think they're very comparable.
Just not ready to go there yet.
No, I think they need. There's not
Every
going to be.
team needs two good receivers, though. Not everyone has, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. AB and a
Jameis
Juju. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think everybody needs two. I mean, everybody would like to have two.
Okay. Having the second one almost always a really good second receiver makes that first receiver you can't shade the coverage. Just makes him. It's all around better for the
I guess
team.
it just depends on the style of offense you run.
Oh, MLB Tribe Matt says, I'm with Arms. Gallup is a stud.
We're not disagreeing with that.
I just like reading the comments, Hux.
Just saying.
Thanks,
God.
MLB Trout.
I was waiting on that. I knew Arms would be like, much love, brother.
I
Much
think
love.
that's Mike Trout. Appreciate you listening.
MLB Tribe Matt.
Oh,
Tribe.
I thought I
Means
said
it-
Trout.
it
My
means
bad.
it's an Indian fan.
MLB Tribe, Matt. My bad.
Yeah, he's on Twitch.
Yeah, whatever.
He's an Indian
Twitching
fan.
it up.
I could have swore you said Trout.
No.
Indians.
I had a white.
But we-
I had a white claw earlier, so
No lie.
Wow.
No lie.
hey, I had to try it.
Hey, he's not
you
ashamed.
didn't have to.
He's not, that's
Yeah,
true, he
didn't
didn't have
Listen,
to.
all the hype. Everyone's like, "Oh man, that stuff's horrible."
I've never heard anybody say it's good.
Did you
but
squeeze
that I
one in-
personally met.
Did you squeeze one in your ass cheeks before you drank it?
No, I don't have a pizza bacon.
Okay.
Check it out.
I just saw a thing where that's what guys do with White Claws is they put one in between.
Only
their
if
cheeks
you're
and then
watching
drink one.
something in the oven there.
I don't know what it was. I just saw a meme on Facebook. I was like, why does that guy got a White Claw in his ass?
Because it's too cold. You got to warm it up a little.
Apparently so. I don't know.
Dude,
I've not had a White Claw.
I'll be honest with you. I'd rather have a natural light seltzer, and those are horrible too.
I'm glad we have a White Claw veteran over here to let us
It was
know
bad.
what
It
it's
was
like.
bad. Anyhow, moving on.
Next game.
Trubisky looked good yesterday. 338 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He's just trying to make sure that my preseason article that I wrote, the only article I've wrote all season for a reason, rhymed it. Trubisky, I said he's going to be one of those guys you want in the fantasy playoffs, and I've been looking pretty awful on that.
Yeah.
But maybe he's going to come through
I
for me
mean,
now.
he was droppable, so you could pick him up now and get him for the fantasy playoffs.
Yeah. Gut
He
Punch
could.
News says whatever choice needs to be made in Dallas, Jerry Jones will make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice. I agree.
Absolutely. So
I
the
agree.
odds are they're going to somehow pay Dak, pay Amari, and just start letting offensive linemen walk off the team.
Quick shout out, by the way, Arms. We don't do it on this show, and we don't really do it very often, anyways. We talk politics sometimes. I'm not a fan of politics, but I feel comfortable talking about them with you. If you want to listen to a politics show, one of the viewers right now, Gut Punch News, that's the name of his podcast, Gut Punch News, and he attempts to piss you off with the daily news.
Okay, I like that.
Fairly good stuff. So you may enjoy that. You may enjoy that. It's a good show.
Sounds like a good listen for the
dude.
ride to work
Yeah, yeah.
or the
Yeah,
ride
it's,
home from work.
I mean, you're a
Either
prison
way.
guard, so
Hateful politics.
You get in there angry. That always works out well.
Yeah,
Go to work
Yeah.
angry.
angry hucks.
Angry Hucks goes in there.
It's
with
not
his-
nearly as exciting as Angry Neil, but whatever.
Yeah.
Walks in there with his MAGA hat and just starts whipping ass.
Oh, that's great.
Whipping ass.
So in the same game, Bo Scarborough, 83 yards.
They have got a decision on their hands. I think Bo Scarborough needs to be on that active roster.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He needs to be. They need to carry him into next season. If Carrion's still the guy, Bo Scarborough is the guy you want behind him.
I think it becomes timeshare.
It
I
should.
think
it
Bo
should,
looks
yeah.
honestly, and I love Carry On preseason. I thought he was going to be one of the best backs in the league because
What's up, Bulldogs?
the total package, the pass catching and the running. But Bo looks like the better true runner. Now he offers literally nothing in the passing game.
Right. But the Lions haven't had a guy that can just simply move the chains by running the ball for whatever. Barry wasn't
Barry
really
retired,
a chain
I think, in
mover.
'98.
Is Stafford going to play again this year?
I don't think so.
I don't
They're just
know,
gonna
but
keep holding them out. I want to see what this. I want to see what the offense looks like with Stafford at quarterback and this kid at running back.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
'Cause, I
Instead,
mean-
we've got
but you can't make the argument that this Blau
first.
kid looks bad.
No, he look. No, I'm just saying, but they're gonna. You know, if Stafford's
wait.
in there,
David, is his name David Blau?
Yeah.
Blau,
So, yeah, Bilal Powell's brother, David Blau. It's David Blau.
That's not how names work, but all right.
Yeah.
Bilal Powell and David Powell. Blau.
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 wow, wow,
Dude, honestly, I thought Blau looked pretty darn good
he
yesterday.
did. But I'm just saying the teams are going to respect the passing game more with Stafford back
He's
there.
an
is what I'm saying.
attractive young man. Is that what you mean?
No.
He looked pretty good yesterday. What was he wearing?
Blue jersey.
Detroit.
I don't know.
stuff.
What
Was
number
it
does he
one?
wear? I don't know.
I honestly don't even
12,
know.
13,
He was the quarterback for the Lions. That's what
Let me go check real quick, Blau.
I was a little blurry eyed for most of the game, but Kenny Galladay looking like an absolute freaking superstar, like Kenny Galladay does every few weeks.
You know, there's one regret. There's one regret I've had in Dynasty. Why did I trade Kenny Galladay? Why in the
I don't know.
world? I only did it in one league, but why? Why did I do that? I'm so upset with myself because he had this moment where Marvin Jones was just making him look like the number 2 wide receiver. And I at the time I was out of the playoffs, so I deal Kenny Galladay for Alshon Jeffrey and a first, I think. Why the hell?
Yeah, it don't look good now.
It does not look good.
I mean, depends on the first, I suppose, but wow.
It's a high one, but I mean, it could turn out okay, but still, Kenny Galladay taking passes from David Blau looked amazing.
It would be nice to have Galladay in the playoffs.
It sure would.
Absolutely.
Instead,
would.
I'm going to be starting Russell Gage
Oh,
as my
well.
third wide receiver.
Yeah.
Ouch, McGouch.
Ouch.
I mean, I got Paris Campbell, and
Yeah.
but that's probably not going to help me out
Gage.
either. But
So you've got
I got Alden Tate, but Alden Tate's just kind of like
Hey,
he's
Andy Dalton's back.
4 for 56 every game. I kind of like to get more than 9 points.
Yeah.
I kind of would like that.
He's better with Dalton in there. So
Think how good he'd be with David Blau.
any thoughts on Anthony Miller's emergence?
Ascension.
Taylor Gabriel out. Miller steps in and has a monster game.
We've
Look
liked
good.
it.
Yeah,
but
We've
in-
all liked
Miller has the
for a
talent.
while,
It's
right?
just they haven't been able to feature him.
The last
The
3
Bears.
weeks, 6 catches, 9 catches.
Yeah.
Hard to
and-
support more than Allen Robinson, but they're finding a way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was impressed by him yesterday, honestly.
Oh yeah.
So let's just. I'm ready to move on to the one that broke my heart.
Well, Saints Falcons.
Saints Falcons. Obviously, you know I'm a big Kamara guy. If you've listened to the show long enough, you know Alvin Kamara's my boyfriend. But my gosh, the Saints dominated this all the way up till like 5 minutes left in the game. The Falcons recover an onside kick. If you watched during the stream, I'm going to repeat myself, so I'm sorry. They recover an onside kick. Russell Gage.
On sides.
Onside kicks.
Is it onside? Onside. kick?
Onside.
If you're
Onside
Dan
kick.
from Leonard Kid, it
I always say
is
it's
onside kicks.
I always
Onside
said
kicks.
onsides. I don't.
He recovered an onside kicks.
Okay. Anyhow, they recovered an onside kick. There's a penalty. Like they knew it was coming to begin with, so the odds of recovering an onside kick twice in a game, pretty much zero. I mean, it never happens.
I think there's only been probably
I think there was only two recovered
two the
onside
whole
kick
season.
this year.
The whole league.
One of them was David Blau.
So they recover the onside kick after the penalty. They recover again. They go down the field. I think they kick field goal at that point. And no, that one may have been the one that got a touchdown. Long story short, they literally, again, third time in a row on the kickoff, recover another onside kick. Of course, ends up turnover on downs. The moral of the story here, what breaks my heart about it, I finished 15th in one of the big money games. Ended up winning about $500, but I was a single Russell Gage reception. He could have lost a yard.
This story's going to go down in time.
Could have lost a yard. I finished this high before. Could have lost a yard, and I would have still been tied for first. Man, that breaks my heart.
But he's still 100, so you're still in good shape.
Yeah. yeah.
Winning 500 is better than losing the $3 I put in.
Exactly. Now, MLB tried Matt. I'm thinking this is Matty Ice, Matt Bruning.
Oh, okay.
He said, Bet Arms is glad he got rid of Carry On and got back Geis from me earlier this year with what Bo has done.
Yeah, but I mean, Geis still has the AP thorn in his side right now, so that's kind of hurting.
Yeah, but
I think that'll work
be
out.
done with after this year. So
Yeah.
I also think it'll work out as the rest of the season progresses.
And if you own Geis, you're probably not in the playoffs. So, I mean, you're looking at 2020 anyways.
right.
basically.
And then as the week, like you said, as the season goes on, as long as Geis is healthy, he's going to get more. I think they're going to feature him more.
They're trying to. Obviously, they picked him where they picked him to play him. Injured, at this time they eased him back in, and they're trying to. AP looks all right. He doesn't look great. He looks all right.
He don't look as good as last year.
They're trying to get him to that point to where he should carry the load by himself.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but yeah, it was a hell of an exciting game for me.
The Saints had 9 sacks last night.
Cam-
Four of them came on that last drive of the game.
Yeah.
Cam
Marcus
Jordan-
Davenport even got a couple.
How do you get sacked 4 times on your last drive?
Cam Jordan sacked Matt Ryan 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
And now it's an NFL record. He has the most sacks against one quarterback in history.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's like 19 and a half sacks. And he's the now the league leader in sacks, 13 and a half.
Who is?
Cam Jordan.
Cameron Jordan.
Daggone, he came out of nowhere, didn't he?
Well, I mean,
Damn.
4 sacks will do that for you.
yeah, whenever you're sitting at 9 and a half.
Yeah, Miles Garrett going out to do that for
Yeah.
you, too.
Man, he was on pace for like 20 sacks.
He was. But, man, you can't just David
No.
Blau somebody with a helmet. You can't do it, man.
No.
Michael Thomas finally let people down.
Yeah.
A little.
I mean, 10.8 points.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You definitely
mean-
expect way more than that.
But it's still Michael Thomas, and you're expecting 21, 25 points,
Yeah.
something in that range. So, yeah, finally letting
I
them
mean,
get
the,
from him.
the Falcons dominated. If you look at the stats,
Mm-hmm.
they dominated that. I mean, the stat categories: time of possession, but 3 turnovers, and getting sacked 9 times don't help.
One thing I'm a little bit shocked about, I know that Ridley, he caught 8 balls for 91 yards. Would have expected a little bit more output from him at this point. I mean, it's his time to shine.
I mean,
Finally
he hasn't had that big breakout stretch of games.
But
I think-
they targeted Christian Blake 9 times.
I mean,
Who? They targeted Russell
I
Gage
mean,
9
Julio
times.
was out, so I mean, they had to spread the ball around. Hooper's out, Julio's out. You're gonna hear. I mean, Justin Hardy, Blake, Gage. I mean,
Okay.
who are these guys?
But Hooper's out. Julio's out. There's
Well,
like
with
20
Julio out, that
targets
means-
right there.
Yeah.
It means Lattimore probably covered Ridley most of the game.
But then you got
So-
Brian Hill
Valid
and
point.
Devonta Freeman soaking up some of those. Oh, so Matt asks, do you guys think that Michael Thomas breaks Marvin Harrison's catch record? He needs to average 9 catches per game the rest of the way.
No.
I also don't think it's happening.
I think it'll be close, but no.
It'll be close. He'll probably come within 5. It'll probably be like 5.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, I don't think so.
So, unless
He could have like a 14 reception game. It's like freaking Michael Thomas. It's
unless the Saints want to get it for him.
That's true. Depends on how
also
far
true.
away he is with a game or two to go.
Yeah. I would say if the Saints were out of the picture, yes, they would pepper him no matter what. But they're not going to do that with a lot on the line, even though it's Michael Thomas.
They
he gets
clinched
peppered
they
anyways.
clinched the division last night, right?
I believe yes, but they don't have.
But they gotta-
they still
they're
are
still
trying
playing
to
for
get
the home field, yeah.
Exactly, trying to get home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
Which-
Right. They've got to
They're-
do what's
They've got a
best.
chance. They could have that
Well,
after
they're-
tomorrow, or excuse me, after Sunday.
If
Are
that
they
happens,
1 or 2 back
They're
of San Francisco?
They're one back from San Fran.
if that happens, I'm like, Michael Thomas, just get in front of me like a foot. Shovel. Shovel.
Oh, yeah.
Shovel.
I think if
Shovel.
he's within 13 or so, that going to that final game, I think they get it for him.
That's a lot of freaking catches, man.
Yeah.
It is,
It'd be
but-
in the bag if he had David Blau.
But if you say that, but if they're up in that final game, why are you playing him at in the fourth quarter? If you
Well,
got in the
if they're
bag?
up in that game, and he's probably already got 8 or so catches, 8, 9
Yeah.
catches.
you
And
don't
if you know, if he's that close,
you don't risk a guy injury for a record. That just
No, I agree.
It's a rule.
I agree.
Ta-
Hopefully he just breaks it on his own.
How about Taysom Hill though?
I at this point, Miami, go ahead and trade a first for him.
That,
You need receivers, running backs, and quarterbacks in there. You get him, and there's 3 positions taken care of.
he's like the ultimate contrarian play for a showdown.
You played him, didn't you?
Yeah,
yeah, I saw him. I saw you had him in that one lineup.
ultimate contrarian play because he gets touchdowns.
Yeah.
He gets a few rushing yards and a reception or two in a game.
It's risky because it could be just
Absolutely.
a little bit of yardage.
He could leave you with 5 yards, or in this game, 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Right.
Incredible. I mean, incredible athlete. Love the guy. Honestly, just randomly playing my nephews in Madden last night, like Madden 18, I think it was, or maybe it's 19, whatever. My nephew decides to put in Taysom Hill. I'm like, he's an overall 0 rating at quarterback. No, literally, he's 0 rating because they haven't listed at halfback.
Oh yeah.
But his stats as a quarterback in Madden, he's kind of a cheat code. Like he's a very Michael Vick-ish on on Madden. Like he's fast. He's hard to cover. I mean, I still slaughtered him, but still, different story for a different day.
Yeah.
So, at the expense of you guys absolutely hating what I'm getting ready to do, I'm
Anyway, this game probably was. Go ahead with what you're doing. Probably wasn't exciting for anyone who wasn't playing, with Taysom Hill and Russell Gage in the DraftKings lineup. Because man, it was. I'm just sitting there like, looking at my nephew, like Shane. All I need is like a Russell Gage touchdown reception, like that would set me up right. 2 plays later happens. I'm like, oh my god. And then I start doing like a play-by-play with the back row group chat. Just every time there's a reception, Matt Ryan completion, I shoot out a screenshot of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm at 15th. Oh, I'm at 10th. I'm at 19th.
it's so exciting.
Oh, it is.
So
It
exciting.
is.
So I'm going to go old school here with kind of our old format. We're going to talk about each game.
We are.
We are. Next up is the Titans and the Colts, and we're going to talk about which players are fantasy relevant.
All right.
Sits, starts, and more. Now, on the back row. Copyright infringement.
I appreciate you giving me a heads up on that as I took notes based on random plays.
Well, you can use your notes.
Piece of garbage.
Let's roll through Titans Colts. Who do you like? We're getting close to playoff time, so let's call out what team we like in the game. Look at the notes just scrambling. This is exactly what I'm here for. Titans Colts notebook thrown out of the picture. Titans
I hate
Colts
you right now.
Who wins this game and why? That's where we're going. Who wins this game and why?
I think the Colts win the game. And I think
Ooh.
Jonathan Williams is a big reason. He back-to-back games of
Is he
100.
a start of yours?
Yes.
Yes.
You might want to grab your
back-to-back.
notepad.
No, I don't need to. Back-to-back games of 120 plus yards from scrimmage. Didn't write down how many touchdowns he got, but he's like a $5,300.
$5,300 on
Yeah, $5,300 on DraftKings.
He's averaged 21.5 touches over the last on his 2 starts, over 100 yards.
Working out just fine, Arms.
And Marlon Mack already ruled out.
Yeah, he's already ruled out. And yeah, I like Hines in that game also. So
And Williams adds a little bit in the pass game, too.
a little bit. Yeah, he had 3 catches.
He's no
last
Bo
week.
Scarborough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can catch the daggone ball. So they look to him in that. So love me some Jonathan Williams.
Gotcha. I'm going Titans on this one. I think the Titans are rising. Ryan Tannehill, he's I forget the exact stat, but I believe
I saw the stat earlier
it was
too.
it was like he's right behind Lamar Jackson
He's looked good.
in what was it, like yards per play or something?
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, Ryan Tannehill, this is what happens. Miami castoffs become good wherever they go. Ryan Tannehill looks like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. The Titans look good. Tannehill looks good. Derrick Henry looks fantastic. Titans are on a mission to get to the playoffs. I think they take the Colts out. Fantasy-wise, I'm all about Derrick Henry.
What's the Titans record?
6-5.
6-5.
Okay, and
They're
the Colts,
tied.
Colts are 6-5.
Both 6-5. Yes.
And then Houston 7-4 leads the division.
Believe so.
I'm pulling it up now, but
Derrick Henry's my dude in this
Houston
one.
plays
AJ
New
Brown
England
as well.
this week.
Yeah,
So I mean,
it's a tight division down to
this-
the wire.
Yeah, incredibly important game.
Tennessee
A
has
lot
the
on the
talent.
line.
Tennessee has the talent to win that division at a 9-7, 10-6.
And sadly, I'm even rooting for Tannehill at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see him, even though he's a big turd.
You've been a big Tannehill, so like you've said, if he can be healthy, he can be good.
Yeah, I mean, he was not terrible for Miami. He had a couple things that got created as some of the best GIFs the internet has ever seen by throwing the ball behind his receiver, behind everyone else. That freaking, you know what I'm talking about. That little flick that he threw, and it just like, it's like the wind caught it and just pulled it away. It was the worst pass ever in the NFL. Ryan Tannehill threw that pass.
I don't know if you've watched Devlin Hodge or
I have.
or Mason Rudolph play, but like those might be the worst.
Well,
throws I've ever
I
seen.
will remind you, but yeah, I think the Titans are. I think the Titans win this one. I like that defense. I like
Yeah,
the way
the
they play
defense is
fired
good.
up.
I mean, they got a solid offense. I mean,
The Colts have a better defense than the Titans.
they do.
The Titans could be a
And that-
threat in the playoffs.
That
I'm
becomes
just
a
saying.
worry for Derrick Henry's value in this game.
I mean,
Derrick Henry, the price.
I'm probably not paying up for Henry this week on DraftKings. He's 70 some odd hundred. I don't know.
He's like what, top 4,
3
top
or
4,
4,
top 4,
yeah.
5. He's pricey.
Yeah.
And speaking of price, for the love of God, Christian McCaffrey is 2 players. You have to pay for.
Well, he's been 10-5 for like 3 weeks in a row now, and you still have to pay up for him.
I failed the GIF.
But you don't.
Oh my god!
You don't.
You don't have
you,
to,
You
but-
can't.
I failed in the GIF.
Oh.
Oh,
It
it's
looked
so
like
funny.
the ball was filled with helium, and he just let it go.
What the hell? Wow.
It's the worst NFL pass of all time.
I know you don't have to, but
I'll
if
post
you
that.
look at it this week, he's 10-5.
Okay,
The second guy this week's only 7,800. There's such a big gap. Like
that's
it's,
my
it's
point.
crazy. But I think this week you can pay up for him now because it's easier to. I don't know. I think it's easier to construct rosters this week if you do pay for him.
You hold on. Now I'm going to give you pushback on that. You're going to pay $3,000 for someone who might not see the field at a position because you're paying for Christian McCaffrey. Otherwise, you can get a $6,000 running back or $6,000 wide receiver. I mean, name a running back that you're willing to pay that you're going to let slip all the way to $3,000. Like, what $3,000 running back are you going to get?
Well, none. But I'm just saying.
I mean, that's where it's difficult for me to pay up. And on DraftKings, no, sorry, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're going game by game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You guys are
Are the
obsessed right
is
now.
Is the Panthers game next?
No.
Panthers
No.
Redskins. All right,
Sorry,
let's move on.
I'm just tore up about the cost of CMC.
But he's been that price for weeks now.
Were other guys closer to him though?
What? Like I said, there's
There's just a chasm.
no Dalvin on this
Yeah.
slate. Zeke's. I mean,
No
already played.
Dalvin, no Zeke, no Kamara. Okay, that makes
So
makes more sense.
that's why there's such a big gap.
That's what she said.
Makes it painful to pay up for him to me. So,
What's the next game, buddy?
All right, next game, 49ers and the Ravens.
Oh man, that's gonna be a good one.
Lamar Jackson still puts up fantasy production in this one. Arms, have you finally learned not to worry about the Niners defense if the quarterback is good enough.
No, I was going to say that despite as great as that defense is, you've got to roll out Lamar Jackson.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
That offense
neutralized.
has just been
He had 3 touchdowns against the
unstoppable.
Patriots.
Hux, I feel so much better about that trade over the last handful of weeks.
I mean, I'm okay with it still. I mean,
Well,
Mahomes
yeah.
is going to go out there and sling it, so I mean, I'm not worried about that.
No,
but
you
yeah,
should
Lamar's
be.
looked great.
You should be, but look, that trade had the potential for Lamar to just drop off for me. I mean, he's in the MVP discussion.
He's been in
yeah.
the MVP discussion.
Yeah, but
I don't think
he-
these last 4 or 5 weeks, he's been.
He
He's
is the
rising
MVP
again.
right now.
I agree, 100%.
Like Russ a second. and-
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean,
McCaffrey
I was
third.
just saying
I mean,
McCaffrey third and Michael Thomas fourth, in my opinion.
Russell Gage, yeah.
David Blau.
David Blau. Throw his name in the ring. Throw his name in the ring.
But yeah. So okay, 49ers, Ravens.
All right, man, I'm concerned about the receivers though. Like I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm
Lamar
not-
gets it done on the ground a lot.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not
playing.
living.
I'm not playing Hollywood this
I'm
week.
not either.
I'm not. I don't know if I'm going to play Debo though on the other side.
I'm okay playing Debo.
You can pass on Baltimore a little bit better. I'm okay with that.
The only comfortable play I have as far as pass catchers is
Kittle.
George Kittle. Like I'm not sold on Andrews.
Isn't it Kittle down the middle? Is that
Kittle down the middle. Yep.
Somebody's going to have a decent game, I think, for Baltimore. I think,
But is
maybe
it
not.
like
maybe,
Miles
I think
Boykin?
maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just Lamar, Ingram. They run the ball the whole game.
I think it could be Hollywood. I just agree that you don't start him if you got a better option.
No, I mean he's boom or bust anyways, but he's
Right.
legit boom or bust this week. He could have an 80-yard, break off an 80-yard
Absolutely.
touchdown, or he's gonna have 20 yards this
Right.
week.
Yeah.
Which I will say, his 2 touchdowns last week, shallow, like
Yeah.
8-yarder, 11-yarder.
Kick
Like
and move.
he just ran a good route on both of those and cut across the middle. So if they get, I'm just wondering if
He could get a touchdown in the red zone close. And pay
Well,
off.
now that are they making an effort to make him the main red zone target, no matter how far they are away?
Who are we talking about?
Hollywood.
That's
I don't know
hardly a
about-
red zone target. But
I don't know about main. He was last week.
I mean, Julian Edelman does that. Sometimes slot receivers. Look at Jarvis Landry last week. Like Baltimore could go unconventional and just be like, when we get inside the 20, look for Hollywood Brown.
By the way, speaking of Baltimore being unconventional, like Lamar threw 4 touchdowns last week?
5.
5?
5.
I think it was like under 250 yards passing though.
Oh yeah, He
It's
didn't throw it a
incredible.
lot.
Yeah, I don't even know if he had 200.
I don't know if he
I
had.
thought it was 182.
Yeah, it was-
off the top of my head.
I don't think he
feel
had
like
20 attempts.
Yeah, it was
Like,
crazy.
It is insane. And another player I have as a start in this game, he's a little costly, but Mark Ingram. I feel like the Niners, they do have a good defense. They have a great defense, but they're going to be so focused on Lamar Jackson.
He threw 20 passes. He was 15 of 20.
What was the yardage?
169.
5 touchdowns.
169.
69 yards passing. Oh my God. If you're in a league to where someone threw for like 400 yards and 2 touchdowns and outscored Lamar Jackson, you need to change your format. Oh my God. That is incredible. But no, I think Mark Ingram's going to have a really nice week against this Ravens defense. They're not what they used to be.
He plays for the Ravens.
Niners defense. Saying it backwards. Rewind it. Sorry, been drinking.
No, I got you.
Yeah,
Dang it, I did it.
The
I must be
Niners.
the wrong one.
Okay, I'm an idiot. Anyway, Mark Ingram, the Niners defense is they're going to be dead set on trying to stop Lamar, and Lamar's their offense. Like if he's failing, Mark Ingram fails. But I still think he has plenty of success. I still think he throws 2 or 3 touchdowns, or excuse me, gets 2 or 3 touchdowns. And
Yeah.
I think Ingram, he is able to eat up the middle because of it.
Yeah, I mean Ingram could be a good play on DraftKings. He's actually at a discounted price this week compared to what he has been. So I mean, I can see it.
$6,000.
They're gonna obviously try to run the ball like they always do. So I mean, they're gonna. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to the game. The game's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a great
I think it
game.
might
It's
be
a
the
potential Super Bowl preview. Yeah,
Yep.
it really is.
Yeah,
I think it is. I think it absolutely is.
it absolutely could be. I don't think the Chiefs have enough. to stop.
The Chiefs have like the worst
It's,
worst run defense in the league.
Yeah,
Like,
there's just too much.
Yeah, I'm not
missing.
worried about the Chiefs too much. It's Patriots or Baltimore.
Yeah, and I don't
mean,
think it's Patriots. I really don't.
the only thing about that is
They've already saw them.
Baltimore. They better hope somebody else puts the Patriots out.
Yeah, it's hard to beat the
hard
same
to
team
beat 'em
twice.
twice.
Yep, I agree with you 100%.
And if they don't lose anymore, it's going to be in New England. So I mean,
right. So I
any-
agree. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
But Baltimore could.
they
do
could,
it.
yeah.
They could do it.
So anybody on San Francisco we like besides Kittle?
I still like Debo. I like Debo. I'm fine with Kittle. I'm not.
You okay
I'm
with-
not high on Garoppolo or
I think
Tevin,
Garoppolo has
Tevin
an
Coleman.
okay
I
game.
think Breida is questionable.
No,
You got Coleman.
I'm not good on Coleman either. Didn't like Jeffrey Wilson or Raheem Mostert score a touchdown last week? They just do.
It's always ludicrous. Just
Yeah,
a random running back.
Yeah, Ludacris scores a touchdown for him from time to time. I mean, it's,
kind of what we said at the beginning of the season. You just can't trust a San Fran running back. It felt like it was going to be Tevin Coleman. It's not. It's going to be somebody. We just don't know who.
Right.
yeah. So Ravens wise, I'm with you guys pretty much. I don't sit Lamar.
So who wins the game? Where's that game at, by the way?
Sunday 49ers at Ravens,
Man,
I believe.
I feel like it's the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going
I
Baltimore.
think if Baltimore can beat New England, they can beat anybody.
I agree. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, they're looking good, and I don't know.
Lamar Jackson accounts for like half of the touchdowns scored against the freaking Patriots this year. That's incredible.
I kind of
By the quarterback, excuse me. I guess the running
Right.
back scored a
which
couple.
M&T Bank Stadium is that? San Francisco.
I don't know.
Hold on.
M&T. Oh, it's got a little location thing. That's sad. I can't
It's
just.
in Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore. Okay.
Okay.
What is San Fran Stadium name?
Man, Candlestick.
Well, the Candlestick.
Yeah, it's like
Candlestick.
Levi Stadium or something.
Yeah, I think it's Levi Stadium.
Better than Lee.
They just change the branding on them every year. It's hard to keep up.
It is.
That's a brand new stadium, so
Yeah. Pornhub Stadium. That's Las Vegas. That's where the Raiders are playing, right?
Can't wait.
Pornhub Stadium.
I've been contributing so much money to that,
Yeah.
to the eventual building of that stadium.
Right.
Oh,
Solera
God.
Stadium. Cialis Stadium. So many good
Anyhow,
stadiums.
next game.
Next game. All right. So next on the docket.
We're just skipping around, so I have no idea what list you're going through. I'm on ESPN. so-
Barn burner. Jets Bengals.
oh yes,
Barn burner.
love Andy Dalton this week.
Yeah, this is Cincy's first win in my opinion. I know
I did too. I got the
Jets,
Bengals down as a win this week.
Yep, the Jets just murdered Oakland. I know.
Yeah.
They beat the Cowboys. I know. But this is one of those games. Andy Dalton's going to come in and go all
Keep him from-
redheaded
keep him from
kid off.
drafting a quarterback.
Yep.
They got a 2-game lead on that first pick. They can win one.
Yep. He's going to go redheaded
I
kid
really
from
do
the
think they
Christmas
win.
story.
I actually do too. Sadly,
I have Dalton down as a play. I got Tyler Boyd down as a play.
Yeah.
I think Crowder has a good game though.
Yeah, I mean, I like some guys on the other side. Le'Veon.
I think
I
Le'Veon's all right.
I like Darnold.
I don't like Darnold. I think Crowder gets in the end zone once, breaks 100 yards, probably 8-ish receptions. I think Darnold has a mediocre game. Le'Veon, yeah, but Le'Veon's been
like Le'Veon.
pretty trash this year.
He's mediocre.
Yeah, he's mediocre.
He-
I don't love Mixon in this game either. Though.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't like Mixon. Jets have,
Finley was dumping the ball off to him aplenty. Andy Dalton didn't do that at all. when
no,
he was
and
there.
Jets have one of the, I think they have the best in yards per carry, against. So
Yeah. So Andy Dalton, I'm okay playing him because I really do think it's going to be one of those like revenge kind of comebacks.
he's only 4,700 on DraftKings too. So I'm
not bad.
I
Not
love.
bad.
I like him this week.
And I'm with you on Tyler Boyd. But that's about where it ends for me. I don't like
Boyd,
anyone on the
Boyd
Jets.
was fourth in targets with Dalton at quarterback. So
Yep.
I'm this close to Robbie Anderson play though. Like
I'm out
I feel
on
like
that.
somebody does. I
I don't know what the over under is on this game, but I think it has potential shootout.
I think there's a lot of yards for the Jets. The over under's 41.
Yeah, I'll take the over on
Higher.
that.
I'd
I
take the
think.
over as well.
I mean, a couple trash defenses, absolutely.
Yeah, it's got 50-point potential.
I really do think so.
But I mean, they have nothing to
they
lose.
say Dalton's motivated. He's out there to prove a point now. I mean,
Well,
he could
absolutely.
be playing for a, he's playing, looking like
He
he's
ain't
gonna be playing
for his job. He's
He could
playing
be
for a
the-
job
not playing.
elsewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
He could be
He's
the next David Blau.
maybe.
It could be. He could be that good.
Okay.
He could.
All right, that's enough Jets Bengals talk. Let's
Trying to
move
be
on.
serious.
Continue. Next.
Good Lord, Arms. Browns Steelers. Helmet Gate. Part
Baker
2.
Mayfield.
He's actually my fade this
Agree.
week. But I'm going.
I agree.
I think-
I agree.
I think Mayfield, Chubb, Hunt. I think they all have good games. I think
I
Jarvis
like
Landry has a
Chubb
good game.
and I like Chubb and Hunt. I'm
Yeah.
fading Baker.
I'm not. I think Baker will be fine this week. I think he throws another 3 touchdowns and another pick. 3-1, probably 280 yards. He's on this kind of he's starting to steady out a little bit.
I think Beckham and Landry both get in the end zone.
I do not. I do not.
I think Nick Chubb still ends up with over 100 yards. Maybe not getting the end zone because they're going to get freaking Kareem Hunt on like the 3-yard line.
Touchdowns will go to the weird names and the one guy that's
Demetri
pretty
Harris
good.
is going to end up with a damn
Demetrius
touchdown.
Harris, Kareem Hunt, and we'll go Rashard Higgins. Touchdown passes in this game. Take it to the Bark Bank. And
Anybody on the Steelers side?
that's it. Devlin Hodges starting. James Connor's still out. Not really. I'm not liking anybody. Deontay Johnson.
They say Juju's out.
Deontay
James
was
Washington.
ascending. Then James Washington.
James Washington's
I don't
look good.
trust.
I think James Washington's the only player.
Rudolph's out now.
Yeah, but he
Devlin Hodges, he
had a
had
good game.
91 yards with
Did
Devlin
he?
Hodges
Yeah.
last week.
Okay, I was
and a
about to say
touchdown.
because I could see Rudolph and him having that connection, and I think that kind of sparked him a little bit.
But
I don't
let's
know
also,
about Devlin. He's no David Blau.
you take away what a 60-yard catch though, and he ends up with 31 yards
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and no touchdowns.
You can say that about a lot of
Yeah, I
guys.
know, but
You can say anything you want,
I think Washington's okay.
except
this
for
week.
that. Except for that, you can't say that. Oh,
What
you're
about
not. Okay,
what
I thought
about
you were
Benny,
talking-
Benny
James
Snell? You like Benny
Washington.
Snell
Oh,
at
you're talking
all?
about the
Ooh,
Redskins
actually, I
and
do
Dwayne
like Benny
Haskins.
Snell.
He said he's going to start the game. Should
I-
get majority of the touches.
I like Snell then.
So he did have 100 yards in scrimmage last week. 4,700 on
4,700 on
DraftKings.
DraftKings.
Dirt cheap.
Can you smell that Snell right behind you?
If you're going to pay up,
Ooh, that's
if you're going
Snell.
to pay up for CMC, Snell's about the only guy you can afford. Snell and Geis,
Can't you smell that?
the only two guys you can
Snell?
afford if you're paying up for CMC.
Yeah.
Arms, can't you smell
No,
that
no.
smell right
Pay down a
behind
quarterback.
you?
Pay down a couple wide receiver spots. You can get a
So
good.
you give up half your team to get Christian McCaffrey. Got it.
Listen.
Duly noted.
In
There's
Dynasty,
plenty
sure.
of value that you can get them.
It's going to be hard.
It is going to be hard.
You're going to
but
be
I mean,
playing
That's what she
like
said.
you're going to have Calvin Harmon playing. Anyhow,
I haven't made a lineup yet, but I bet you can comfortably put McCaffrey and Jonathan Williams in there at 5,300 and still make a good lineup.
you can't.
He can do whatever he wants.
You can't.
You can.
You can't. Not a good lineup. Go ahead.
The draft king.
Not a good
The
lineup.
draft king over
you're
here.
You're going to have a garbage receiving core or just like Dwelly at tight end. I mean,
I mean, if you go 4,700 Andy Dalton, you can't make this good lineup.
it's going to be rough.
5,500 Tyler Boyd. There's your stack with the Bengals.
But you've got Baker for
6,200.
60
I'm going Dalton all day long.
okay.
Listen, he's almost up to 1,000 in winnings. You got to crown him. Find that draft king crown and put it on ours.
What have you guys won on DraftKings this year in football?
Football, nothing.
Tens of dollars.
Okay, next.
Football.
Get him the crown, Hux. Get him the crown. I don't have a crown.
Yeah.
I'm also over 1,000, but around 1,000 in 2 games. So anyhow,
I'm proud of you, but
whenever you're playing a $3 entry, okay, and I'm only putting a couple lineups in, yeah, it's not like I'm putting 20 in.
watch out, world.
The majority of your success is coming in showdowns, though. We're talking
I
main
have
slate,
done- I have done well.
full
There you go,
lineups.
Hux. Get him.
So I'm just saying, it can be done. I mean,
If you want to continue to discredit your host, go ahead.
I just wanted to start an argument. That's it.
What?
It's like old times.
On to the
I'm
next.
not arguing. I'm just
Draft-
saying it can be
DraftKings
done. I
Heat.
mean,
I just don't think. Once again, it's 3,000. What's the other running backs are $3,000? Most running backs. Can you get cheaper than 3,000?
No.
I don't look cheaper than that. If there is, it's a sketchy play.
Eagles, Dolphins.
yeah.
Nelson Aguilar.
Is he playing this week?
If he didn't get cut, yeah.
He didn't play last week. That's what I was saying. Is he playing this week?
Did you see the meme? The Nelson Aguilar meme.
Just catch the ball.
He got engaged. That way he can get a reception.
Oh god.
Oh,
let me
Nelson.
let me double check on this one, Aguilar, because I thought he was playing.
He may be. I knew he was out last week.
Yeah. Alshon's out again, too, right?
Is he? I don't know.
I mean, I think the coach said he's trending towards playing, but he said that last week. I don't think he's practiced, but yet he's trending towards playing.
Yeah, I like Wentz. I like Miles Sanders.
I think Wentz has a big bounce back week.
Yeah.
See, I think this is one of those games where Miami's steps up like they have surprisingly for 2 games
Aguilar
this year.
plays
Okay.
4,400 by the way.
Yeah, I like Aguilar then.
I think it's kind of a hands-off game. I don't. There's no one that I love in this one.
I think Miles Sanders. This is his coming out party.
I don't like it.
I don't mind. I mean, Eagles have a trash pass defense. I don't mind Fitzpatrick this week.
Sanders has had, you
Devontae
know,
I'd play him over
averaging-
Goff.
He's
Gesicki.
averaging over 10 points a game in fantasy, and he's 5,400 on DraftKings against the
Deal drop.
worst in all statistical categories outside of, I think, receiving yards, the worst defense against the run. I mean, that Miami's bad.
They are, but they have these odd moments where they step up and play
It's not,
decent.
they may play decent, but they're not going to stop
That's
Miles
all you got.
Sanders.
That's all you got to do to beat the Eagles is play decent.
They could beat them, but
The Eagles are no Cowboys. I'll tell you that.
And they're a game behind the Cowboys.
They're not as good as the Cowboys though.
Okay.
Ain't that right, Bauer? Ain't that right? Anyone else we like in this game before we move on?
Goddard. Got it for cheap.
In DraftKings,
Yep. 4,100.
I like that.
Hux approves. Redskins, Panthers.
I'm. By the way, I'm avoiding Ertz. I think he's a number 2 tight end this week.
Yeah, he's number 2.
He's pretty.
Not against Miami. He'll be fine.
I think it's okay. They're going to play good, but apparently, fucking.
They're not going to shut everybody down.
Apparently, Ertz is going to be a stud.
They're not going to shut everyone down. All those the wide receivers that are playing, none of them are going to do much. But Ertz will probably get that 7
Aguilar-
for 97, no touchdowns.
Aguilar, Goddard, and Sanders all get in the end zone. Miami's trash.
All right,
They win the game 22-21.
Redskins, Panthers. All right.
Skins pants.
All right. Who doesn't like CMC?
Well, yeah, obviously.
I just can't see paying up for him. The Panthers have an absolutely atrocious run defense.
Yeah,
so
this could be the week
Guys-
that Geis breaks out. Could
Yep.
be.
I agree. I do like.
Although they expect Chris Thompson to play. Peterson's going to play. I'm just
I'm
saying
not
it.
concerned about that.
If he doesn't get, what did he have? Like probably 12 or 13 touches last week?
I believe
Somewhere
that's
around
right.
there. I mean, he might approach 15. I don't know.
I just think he breaks one.
He
That's
could,
where
yeah.
I think.
Carolina's
I mean,
run D's trash.
exactly. I like McLaurin to have a little bit of a bounce back week. I mean, the Carolina defense is just bad.
I mean, Haskins has to be getting more comfortable.
Oh yeah,
So, I mean, I think the connection will come eventually. I don't know. It remains to be seen for me.
and look at what for cheap. You know what I mean? And or a desperation play. Say you've got a Adam Thielen who's questionable this week. If you have Kelvin Harmon there, like he's been serviceable. He's not been good. He's been serviceable with Haskins though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Russell Gage
Bye weeks are over with. I think playing guys like Harmon and stuff, I think that time's over
risky.
with.
Yeah,
Once
I
again,
agree.
referring to injuries.
Nah, I'm with Hux on this still.
10 points and 7 points last 2 weeks. I'm not saying that's good. I'm saying if you're in a spot to where you need a player.
He could. I mean, if him and Haskins are getting comfortable with each other, then
Also, he's only 3,600 on DraftKings. So if you're going to squeeze in
300 increase from last week.
if you're going to squeeze in Christian McCaffrey, you almost have to pick up
I
Kevin
couldn't
Hunt.
squeeze them in last week at 3,300. I probably won't squeeze them in this week.
Out of DraftKings,
Did you serious question though? Did you play Christian McCaffrey?
No,
Okay.
not last week. I didn't.
Okay.
I think this is what the third week in a row he's been 10-5.
It's been ridiculous. I guess it's so alarming to
The thing
see.
is, he still meets value every week.
And-
He put up
and
36
he does.
plus
No,
points.
he is great. It's just the chasm between him and that second guy is it's almost 3,000.
It's 2,500.
It's-
Yeah, I think
it-
Chubb's 7,800.
It's
or some- I don't know if it's Chubb, but-
ludicrous.
talking out of DraftKings, if you're
Yeah.
playing Kelvin Harmon, you are in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing Kelvin Harmon and redraft dynasty, whatever,
You're trying to get the
you're
number one
probably
pick.
you're probably not looking at the playoffs. You're just setting a lineup and
tanking.
not tanking. You're probably had a down year already. And,
Yeah. Love me some DJ Moore this week though.
Oh yeah, DJ Moore's looked fantastic.
I mean,
been good.
last 3 weeks, averaging over 110 yards a game, I believe.
Oh yeah,
I
Moore's
mean,
been,
his
Moore's
low
been really
low
good.
point is 95 yards.
Has he been completely cleared, good to go? He was questionable early in the week.
Let me double check here. I believe he's good. Yep, he's good.
Okay, good.
He's good. So
Good. Yes. Yeah.
I like him and
love
Samuel
DJ Moore.
both. So I mean,
I don't mind Samuel.
you know how you guys know how much I love Curtis Samuel. It's just I feel like Moore is just
oh yeah, Moore is
established
better.
to that
Moore
point.
is definitely number one.
Right. But this is the Redskins we're talking about, and this is one of those games Kyle Allen could throw for 300
He could.
and
Yeah.
still have an interception or two, but he could throw for some yardage. I like both the receivers.
Yeah, but
there.
Curtis Samuel 6.5 points, 5.9 last 2 weeks. That's so concerning because of
primed for a double digit.
how much they're focusing on DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Truth. Packers Giants.
Um,
Aaron Rodgers has been a little bit pedestrian against good defenses. Does he bring it back against a bad defense?
I think
this
this is
big Aaron
another. I
Rodgers
think this
game?
is another potential shootout game here. I like Danny Dimes.
Does Danny Dimes cement his legacy
I mean-
this week by beating Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, Golden Tate's out this week. Sucks. You know, it sucks for him. Ingram's out.
Ingram's out, yeah.
Ingram's out. That Caden Smith, the tight end, he looked good last week. Had a touchdown,
I
6
feel
targets.
like this is the Darius Slayton, another 2
it
touchdown
could
game.
be.
I agree.
If you look at his stat line, like his game log, it's like no touchdown, no touchdown, 2. None, 1. None, 1. 0, 0, 2.
Yeah.
Now he's like, I think 2 weeks in a row at 0.
Yeah.
Which one of them he was hurt. But 0, oh, here he comes. 2 freaking touchdowns for Darius Slayton.
But yeah, I really do. I think it's gonna be. I like Saquon this week. I think he breaks out a game. He hasn't had one in a while.
Do you though?
I was
Because
getting ready to ask, like, is Saquon very tradable at this point? In the offseason, are you more comfortable trading Saquon considering he's not?
he's acquirable to me. He's not tradable. He's acquirable. If I have him, I won't move him.
Yeah, I'm still.
I will at this point. I mean,
I'm not going to
to.
sell myself short because you're going to get lower than what you could have ever got. I mean, you're not going to get what I think at the beginning of the year we were saying we wouldn't trade Saquon for 3 or 4 first or whatever we were talking about.
A lot has changed.
Now, yeah.
Saquon was supposed to be.
Yeah, he's had a real down year. He's had
He
over
has.
100 yards the first 2 weeks and hasn't had one since.
Yeah.
So, but I like him to break out this week. Green Bay's 30th against the run. Second most points. Yeah.
And I'm just saying, Saquon was supposed to be Superman.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
supposed to be, the superhero of this league, chiseled and fast and still big and can break tackles, but can get to the edge and
I mean,
He's-
I don't know. I don't know if it's the offensive line issues.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure a lot
I think
of
he's
it
had
is
some
that.
lingering injury
Yeah.
issues.
I'm sure a lot of it is that, but how long does it take him to get their line?
Right.
You top 10, and how long does it take Saquon to, not have kind of small injuries here and there? There's a case being built against him.
If I'm the Giants, you got your franchise quarterback, you got a franchise running back. You got to focus on that offensive
Oh, yeah.
line
Free
in the
agent wise and
draft,
draft.
free agent.
Yeah.
You got to put all your chips in that offensive line.
Because Saquon's doing you no good right now.
No,
I mean he's just not. And that's not to say that Saquon's not the guy we thought he would be, but if you can't do it behind a bad line, you got to do something to try to bring out the superpowers of Saquon.
We'll just give you a prime example. So the Colts have a great offensive line. And Marlon Mack performed whenever he was healthy. Jonathan Williams is performing. Like if Saquon had that line, look how good he would be.
He'd probably
Oh,
be
yeah.
pretty good.
Probably
Yeah, he would be.
he'd be putting
Well,
up
like
probably
that's
pretty good.
what we were
He'd be
talking
putting up
about.
like Hall of Fame numbers.
We're not. There's some lingering injury issues I think he's been having this
Yeah.
year.
When you're
also.
hit behind the line every play, yeah, it's going to happen.
Right. But no, I like Saquon this week. I like Danny Dimes. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I mentioned Caden Smith. He's 2,900 on DraftKings. He's starting again.
I think the Packers walk away with it.
I do too.
I mean, he could, but I think there's gonna be
Aaron
points on
Rodgers
both
has a big game.
sides. Yeah, I like Rodgers. I really like Devontae Adams
Me
this week.
too.
I
And
do
his
too.
his 3 games back from injury.
I think
He's had
Jimmy Graham's sneaky play too.
He's had 33 targets over the 3 games, 7 catches in each game. I mean, he's being the monster that he has always been.
right.
But I think this game he has 100+ yards, 7 to 10 catches.
You think this is like one of those weeks where he's 1, 2, or 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I really do.
I think I slid him into a lineup on DraftKings, which
mean,
it's like one of the first times he's been affordable.
Yeah, I mean he's 7,000, and yeah, I think he's a safe play this week.
I agree.
Buccaneers, Jaguars.
There's 2 receivers on the Buccaneers that are decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd play them both.
I mean, Evans
Mike Evans
had,
is poised for a big one
Yeah.
too. He hasn't.
he's had like 3
been a few
down
weeks.
weeks in a row.
Yep.
But his price is down to 6,900 on DraftKings, which is the lowest it's
That's a
been in like
steal.
6 or 7 weeks.
That's a steal.
The last time he was in the sixes, he had 40 plus DK points.
Yep.
So
There's no
Oh,
Jalen Ramsey on the other side. I know I've said that a few weeks in a row, but
yeah,
He's
There
going
is
to have a
not.
special week.
yeah.
he should. Or Godwin will. Who the hell knows?
I mean, they're just the same guy almost. You know what I mean? I know they do a little bit different things, but it's like, all right, 200 yards, 60, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then, the other one gets 150 yards and they switch off. All right, we both got 100 this week. Like, Jesus Christ,
And I,
just incredible.
on the other side, I like Foles this week. I like DJ Shark.
I love Jerk this week.
I'm
I
not.
like Chark this week too.
I'm little. I can't say I'm off of Fournette just because he has been involved in the passing game, but Tampa Bay does have
Solid run D.
top-notch run D this
Yep,
year. So
they do. And Fournette's been a little down. He's came back to earth a little bit. He's had a good season, but I mean he's came back to earth a little bit. So
But yeah,
I don't
I'm
love him
comfortable.
either.
I'm comfortable rolling out Foles. He's 5,700 on DraftKings. I'm comfortable rolling him out. Him and Shark.
see, I don't like Foles. I'm good on Chark, but I'm not in on Foles. I just got this sneaky feeling that Minshew's going to get back in there.
By the way, we passed over this game and I had it in my notes on DraftKings.
Did we pass it over?
It was
Or we
no,
just
no,
haven't
no.
got to it yet?
It was Browns Steelers.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing the Browns every spot I can get them on DraftKings. Like,
Oh, Browns defense?
They're dirt cheap. For their defense?
Yeah, I haven't even looked at the prices on defense.
Oh,
What are they?
It's stupid cheap. Give me a second, I'll find it.
They probably are because I mean, it's
2,600.
Let's say it's at Pittsburgh, so I mean, I love the Browns at 2,600.
2,600. The only ones below them, Raiders at 17. Which, if you're losing points if you're playing the Raiders at 17. The
Are you,
Giants,
though?
the Dolphins, the Cardinals, and then the Skins just below them, just above them. The Chiefs.
Are the Raiders the cheapest at 17?
Yeah, far and away.
I'm not taking him.
I mean, no. I mean, but at 1,700.
Yeah, I mean, if you,
I
can,
mean,
if
as
you
long
can
as
build
they don't,
yourself a hell
as
of a
long as
lineup,
they don't give you a negative, they're fine.
But
Yeah.
they could. That's the
could.
issue.
that'd be tough.
But I mean, if they can just get a couple sacks, an interception, and there's guaranteed points there. I mean,
Yeah, man, if they wouldn't have
if
just
they can just
blew
give you
it
a
against,
4 or 5 points,
if they wouldn't have blew it against the Jets, I'd be willing to take a shot on them. But if the Jets carved them up like that, what's Patty Mahomes going to do?
There's my point.
no. I mean, I fully expect
But
the Chiefs to
if
roll
you're trying
them.
to
but
squeeze in Christian McCaffrey, you drop
there
that
you
1,000
go,
there.
man. There's ways to
You got to
do
do
it.
what you got to do then.
No, he's got a valid point with that one. Man.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like,
It's both ways.
You gotta-
1,700's cheap. Sometimes in basketball, I'll buy a no name. I'll stack my lineup, but buy a no name just because as long as he don't give me zero, it could be helpful
I mean, you save $1,000 on one play,
by switching
To go.
to Geico.
but it's
Sponsor
it's a
of the show.
15-point spread versus every other running
Not
back.
true.
So what do you? I mean, I'll give you that. If you're playing the Raiders, you could probably afford Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. I didn't realize that the defense was that cheap this week.
We're on this game.
It's incredible.
Who else do we?
Raiders,
Obviously,
Chiefs?
we're obviously we like Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
Tyreek Hill if he's playing, but is he out?
No,
He's playing.
they
playing?
they expect him to play. Damian Williams is out.
I like
so you
Josh
got-
Jacobs.
I like Josh.
Yeah,
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs is probably going to be the only chance they have is to
Yeah.
use him and
Use
use him
him.
right.
You know,
So
try to run around. You know,
They have to slow the game down
yeah,
in order to
keep
win.
Mahomes off the
Correct.
field.
yeah,
Jacobs is valuable in every aspect of the game as well.
Yeah.
Like he can
because
catch the ball.
Mahomes, he's due for a big one. Mahomes is due for
Yeah,
a
I mean-
massive game.
The Chiefs are coming off a bye week. Andy Reid's great off the bye. I mean, I think the Chiefs win by 20 plus, but
His win percentage off the bye is like ridiculous.
it
It's
is.
like 900
I haven't looked
or
it up
something.
in forever, but it's always good. So, but
Good
yeah,
input.
Jacobs. I mean, I think Carr has a bounce back week off the trash performance he did last week. But
Yeah, but I still don't.
Ain't going to take much to bounce back
no,
from that.
Still could
But-
easily. I mean, maybe high side is 3 touchdowns, but I'm not even comfortable saying 2.
I'm not even.
no. I mean, I'm not comfortable playing him, but I think he has a better game than last week.
I'll give you that. Definitely give you that.
But on the Chiefs side, do you like with Williams out at running back? Do you like Shady or
No.
Darrell Williams?
No,
Either one
I
of
don't.
them.
A little time share again. I don't think anybody does quite enough. I mean, there's potential for them to run the ball the second half.
Has there really been a playable Chiefs running back? I mean,
Damian Williams when he's in.
but you weren't playing Damian Williams for like nobody plays him. He has good games, but nobody was playing him.
It depends. I mean, you're more likely to
The
be.
guy's not even the starter. Why are you playing him?
Who? Damian Williams?
LaShawn McCoy's the starter.
Oh, what? He don't.
You know what I mean? Like
He don't get the run though. I'm just saying, Damian Williams. If I know that he's healthy, I'm okay playing him because running back's the one spot where you probably got to play a guy like that at this point. That's some people's number 2.
I'm probably not on DraftKings. I'm probably not paying up for Tyreek Hill this week. He's 8,900, which is the highest he's been all year.
Yeah, I'm good.
especially whenever you've got Devontae Adams,
Yeah, oh,
Mike
yeah.
Williams around 7,000. Yeah, no, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Is that saying something about Tyreek Hill's year that the highest he's been is 8,900?
That's pretty expensive though, because I think
It's fairly expensive.
the highest a receiver has been this year is 9,900, and that was Michael Thomas a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I thought
Okay.
Thomas was up to
I
like
don't-
11 too.
No.
Maybe that was a showdown.
No, yeah, maybe. I say McCaffrey at 10.5, I believe, is the highest. Whatever McCaffrey's highest is the highest any player's been.
Gotcha.
Next game.
Next game.
Rams Cardinals. Does Goff
I love
do something?
Kyler Murray.
I love Kyler Murray. Arms?
He's the 4th highest quarterback in DraftKings this week. I'll take a pass on him.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna pay up for him on DraftKings, but
Yeah,
still
probably
love the guy.
He's going to
And
put
he
up
came up
numbers.
with a questionable tag today. I saw that with a hamstring. So
Yeah,
That's never a good one
no,
to have.
no.
especially
Someone
for a guy
who
like him.
Derrick Henry came up questionable with a hamstring as well in the past 24 hours. So Derrick Henry's the guy to keep an eye on. Kyler.
Yeah.
So I waver back and forth. Like I want to put like Christian Kirk in because but then you're like, wait, is Jalen Ramsey going to
Is,
be covering
is
him?
Ramsey covering Kirk?
No, I don't think.
Who? I mean, who else is
Who
going to
the hell
cover?
else you're saying?
They're not-
Why would he cover anybody else?
Fitz is in the slot. He's not covering him.
Are they playing him the same way the Jaguars played him? By just sticking him on the number 1, or are they playing him on the outside? I haven't paid attention to the
think,
Rams since
if I'm not
acquired
mistaken,
him.
they have him as the right cornerback.
about to say,
right
I-
cornerback.
I
So
could see
they've got
him
him on
on
one side of the
Fitz.
field.
Fitz moves around too much. I think
That's
there's.
true, too.
I think he'll be on Kirk majority of the game.
Yeah. Wouldn't be good for
Do you like any of the running backs? Drake's starting.
I like Gurley.
I don't mind Drake.
I mean, they got all 3 of them this week because Edmonds is back. They have Edmonds,
I
DJ,
don't-
Kirk, or Drake.
Drake's the best running back out of the group by a mile.
What'd
mean,
you
I-
say?
Drake
Drake was
right
the
now
best.
is the best running back out of those 3 by a mile.
Chase Edmonds, we can't forget about him.
That's what I'm saying. He's back. He hasn't been
Kenyon
playing.
Drake makes him forgettable though.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean,
I like Drake. I just like Edmonds too. Edmonds was putting up production when David Johnson was getting the bulk. So
My biggest issue is could it be a 3-headed monster?
That's what I'm saying.
No.
With 3 of them there now, are any of them playable?
So
I think David Johnson's getting phased out. I
so
seriously.
you're going to phase out David Johnson, but keep Chase Edmonds?
Yep.
Keep giving him the rock? No.
Yep.
I can't see
don't
that. I
know.
can't see that happening.
I think all hands off on all 3 of them this
David
week.
Johnson just doesn't look great. Cardinals know he doesn't look great. They don't have anything to play for. I don't even think David Johnson's going to be on that team. I know he's under contract, but they could essentially sign Kenyon Drake to an extension. Go 2-headed monster
For
with
cheap.
Chase Edmonds and Kenyon Drake. Yeah, for cheap. And Edmonds looks good no matter who the lead back is. When Edmonds gets those secondary carries, he looks great on them.
What about
So-
golf? You like golf having a bounce back week this
I
week?
love golf. This
I
week.
do not.
3 straight weeks, it's like 6 points or so. I mean, he's
no
due.
thanks.
He's due.
But the Cardinals have like the 31st, 32nd worst pass defense or ranked pass defense in the league. I mean,
That's
they're
what I'm
bad.
saying. I like golf this week. I was just seeing what you guys thought about him.
I
mean, golf has looked bad.
I can't get on board with him even this week. I
Is
can't.
Patrick Peterson's healthy, right?
He's been playing.
So, I mean, if there's no issue with Patrick Peterson, like that's the only question that you have against golf is Peterson going to be on Cup all night?
The Rams are home. That does make a difference because golf has been just god awful on the road.
I think golf. I actually had my 3 bounce back guys were Golf, Wentz, and Foles, and we've talked about all of them.
Yeah, I like golf.
And golf is
Is he
He's
six?
a little, he's 6,000. He's a little pricey for, like, I'll probably pay for Wentz or Foles over Goff, but I think they all three have good weeks.
I might pay for Goff at that price.
Yeah.
I mean, the
not a bad
the
price.
potential's there. I don't love him. Like, if I'm in Dynasty, like the guy I'm going up against this week, our buddy Burns, he's got Fitzpatrick or Goff this week. I'd probably throw Fitzpatrick in there. But
I mean, yeah, the matchup against the Eagles
you
is
get
good.
3 weeks
Well, I
of
mean-
6 points in a row. You got to switch it up just
In a
as
in a
change.
must-win game, I don't know if I'm.
And
I think I'm
Miami's
rolling.
always playing from behind, so there's a lot of garbage time points there.
Yep.
In a must-win game, though, I think I'm going Golf. As bad as he's looked,
Anyone else from this game?
no.
Charger.
What do you feel
Well, I
about,
mean, the
how do you
receiver-
feel about Cooper Kupp?
Man,
I'm concerned.
I like Cooper Kupp. I'm not concerned yet. I mean, Cooper Kupp can't produce when Goff's getting 6 fantasy points a game. It's just not going to happen.
But
is that partly the receiver's fault? Maybe, but I don't think it is.
Whose fault is it? Offensive line? I mean, what's going on?
I don't know.
Does
I don't-
any of that change?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure what the issue's been
I don't know. I really don't. I don't want to
because
pretend
I mean,
like I do.
Cooks was back last week, so they had all their players healthy. Because I think Woods and Cook were both out the week before that.
Yeah.
But
I
mean, they were all there last week. All their weapons were there,
I
and
think
they put
Cooks
up
is the
6
play.
points
I
or whatever
actually-
the hell they put up.
I think Cooks gets in the end zone this week and pays off. I mean, as big of I know he's been injured, but not been great when he's been on the field. I think Cooks. This is a bounce back week for him. I think that's where Goff goes.
Yeah, I can definitely see it.
What do you think about old TG Todd Gurley?
I like Gurley this week. I mean, I think I like the Rams' offense this week.
I think doesn't Arizona have a deceptively good pass defense or run defense?
Run defense, yeah. Compared, because I mean, I guess I just think of them from last couple years. They've been one of the worst, but yeah, I think they've improved by a lot this year.
I'm pulling it up right now. According to ProFootballReference.com, well, I got to blame my mistakes on somebody else. So,
Yeah,
let's see. They are at middle of the road. I mean, they've allowed about 100 yards a game to the running back, another 50-ish in the air. So not great, not bad.
I mean,
And Gurley doesn't look like they're having the concerns about his workload right now.
No,
they're giving him the ball.
uncorking him.
yeah, I mean, they haven't even been playing the other guys. So I don't know. I think like I said, I like the Rams' offense this week. I think if the passing game's going, I think Gurley will be going. I like them to put up 30+ points this week.
What do you think about what's his price on DraftKings? $6,500. You paying up?
For Gurley,
Yep. Got Ingram behind him at 6,000.
yeah, it just depends on who's around him.
Hunt at 55. Jonathan Williams at 53.
I mean, I'm going down to Williams at
Yeah,
53.
I was gonna say I'm not paying up for Todd Gurley this week.
But I mean, if
You start your studs. If
If
he's
I'm
on
not-
your dynasty team, you play him.
yeah. But I mean, if I'm not paying all the way up for McCaffrey and go down to the 7K range where the next guys are, do you start with Chubb at 78, or do you go lower?
I think
Or
Chubb,
do you-
I
or
think
can
Chubb
you-
has a good game.
I do too, but I mean, could you theoretically start with Gurley and play Williams both, and then you could pay up for your receivers? I don't know if I'm
I'll
comfortable
be
with
honest
that.
with you. I'll probably pass on him all the way down to like Miles Sanders.
You know what I'm passing on? This Blue Moon Harvest Pumpkin Wheat.
Well, it looks like you was passing on the other stuff over there too.
Oh, that was awful.
There it
yeah,
is.
the Over the Rhine or whatever. That was terrible. This Blue Moon Pumpkin Wheat. It's like eating a piece of pumpkin pie just soaked in piss.
That over the Rhine's good.
I did not like that at
Blue
all.
Moon's good,
Shoot,
but
I'll-
it's been sitting in there for a little bit.
You can both go to hell.
First off, every pumpkin
Well-
beer is bad.
Why don't you buy your own beer then?
It's really awful.
Quit mooching off mine.
Oh my god, I ran out. I'm sorry. You go
Excuse
drink
me?
that Over the Rhine?
You could have had one of those Guinness in there, buddy.
Dude, it's been in there forever.
There's-
Why haven't you drank them?
There's 3 Guinness in there.
I
Drink
always-
one.
Oh, I
always
would,
bring
but I
beer.
already opened one of your Blue Moons.
That's fine.
Guinness, like regular
Jesus
Guinness?
Yeah,
Lord.
there's 3 of them in there.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. They've
I
been in
love
there for
Guinness.
about 3 weeks.
Yeah, they have.
And they get thicker with time.
I'm getting one. This
Get
Blue
one,
Moon
buddy.
is trash. Tastes like Charlie Brown in the pumpkin patch.
Oh, Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. All right, get it right.
I don't watch cartoons.
You're such a liar.
Yeah, I watched Zootopia the other day.
You have children. You watch cartoons often. It's kind of embarrassing how much.
I don't know if it's next on the list, but let's go.
embarrassing.
Let's go Chargers Broncos.
Arms, did you watch the season 7 blooper reel of Letterkenny?
I have not watched all of Letterkenny yet.
Well, I haven't either, but I highly suggest watching the blooper reel.
Okay.
It is.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. Chargers Broncos.
Chargers Broncos.
Chargers Broncos.
I like Melvin Gordon this week.
I love Melvin Gordon this week.
I do.
He's looking like one of the best backs in the league again.
Well, that's who I would play over Gurley because he's 6,400 and Gurley's 65. I'm going Gordon.
Yeah.
I'm playing
absolutely.
them both. I'm grabbing them both in DraftKings.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm passing on Todd Gurley on DraftKings.
Not I.
But yeah, no, I love Melvin Gordon. I think Rivers has a bad game. Horrible game, actually.
Rivers
has looked bad.
He needs to be about done.
So
It's about time to draft his successor.
Yeah, I think this is the year.
It should be.
So let me hit you with some stats on this one. Denver has allowed 12 touchdowns this year.
Denver Carter would never allow that many
Never.
touchdowns.
That's way too many.
So barely won a game, little over won a game, excuse me. So if you take out Minshew, who had 2, the Gardner, Cousins, who had 3,
Yeah,
and Josh Allen, who had 2, it's
MVP
Man, I
candidate
love
Josh Allen.
Allen.
so there's 7
Yeah.
in 8 games. So outside of those, in 8 games, they've allowed 5 touchdowns passing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
As bad as this team's been, it's been a little bit of a disappointment. I believe everyone can say,
Offense
Yeah.
is the main issue.
but their pass defense is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, averaging less than 1 passing touchdown per game. That's incredible. Playing in a division, which I don't think they faced Patrick Mahomes yet because they played.
They haven't played at all.
No, they played
Who's the backup? Matt Moore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
they played against Matt Moore, but I mean, still to be able to do that, that's
That's pretty
That's
good.
pretty impressive against
Yeah, I
any
don't-
NFL team.
Right,
Average
so
less
much
than
better.
1 a game.
So much better.
Yeah, I'm not on Rivers this week. That game's in Denver, I believe. That game in Denver. Denver.
See, this is the thing. Google and NFL going through the games don't even say
I
who's
could be
home
wrong.
and
I don't
who's
know.
away.
I'll pull that up. I've already got it up.
I think it's the Chargers. I think they stack the home team on the top.
They're in Colorado.
Oh,
Colorado
in Denver.
Wrong again.
Yeah, I do. I like Gordon, but that's about it on San Diego. Maybe Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
That's about it on the San Diego side or Los Angeles,
Something
whatever
to
the
keep
hell
an
they
eye
are.
on, though. Drew Lock is active.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. Quick question. Bauer says, if Drew Lock starts this week, would you play him in a super flex format? No. I can't start. First game, I can't put him in on his first game if he does play. I mean, if you got
Obviously,
nothing
it
else.
depends on what else you have, but
Yeah. But if you have David Blau, you should have played him.
well, if you have David Blau and you didn't start him and Drew Lock was your other option, you're in bad shape. Because
Yeah, because Locke might not play.
yeah,
and
Lock might not
screwed.
play still.
Might have been a Driscoll owner,
Man, I don't know. My thought, and I'm not going to crown. I think we all like Drew Lock at some point.
Yeah.
The kid's got a lot of potential,
He does.
and hell, he's probably the best quarterback on the roster.
If Daniel Jones can exceed expectations, which I think he has,
Oh yeah,
Drew Lock could too.
He could.
Because most people didn't give Daniel Jones a chance. Same thing with Drew Lock. He didn't look necessarily good in the preseason, but who knows? He's had time to learn the playbook, learn the game, probably eat some Frosted Flakes, play some Madden on Xbox. He's probably going to be okay.
You like anybody on the Broncos offense this week?
Sutton, just Sutton.
Noah Fant,
As much as I
Lindsey.
love- Nope.
I like Lindsey.
I don't like- I
I'm
don't
in
like
on
either of the
Lindsey
running
and
backs.
Sutton, but that's where it ends.
I always want Fant to do well, but
Yeah.
it seems like every time I'm like, man, I just don't want to talk. I'm not going to talk
Well, I
about
mean,
Fant
I told you he was going to have a down week last week against
Then he-
Buffalo, but
But
He done told you.
I told you.
He told you, bud.
What was it last week? Me and you, I don't even know. We talked about something. We talked about placing a bet on something, and then it didn't go anywhere. I have no idea what it was.
We'll have to
And-
re-listen.
I don't remember.
Remember?
I don't listen to our episodes. I just download.
I just didn't know if you remembered the conversation or not.
I download them, but I don't listen. Nice.
Get us that click.
I used to listen. Now I'm like, I don't want to hear myself talk anymore. I'm done.
I just
No,
had
definitely
the
don't need to hear
I
Arms
just had the
talk.
2-hour conversation. I'm not listening to it again.
Exactly. Like, could you imagine listening to the episode every single time? Like, how many hours a week would Arms be talking to you?
God,
Roughly 1.5.
God. What, times
Well,
two?
times 2, 3
Okay,
hours. a
3
week.
hours.
That's a lot.
You're welcome.
I don't want
actually.
3 hours of overtime, let alone 3 hours of Arms
No,
time.
you'd be blessed to have 3 hours of me talking to you. Most of our fans probably listen twice.
Yeah, once.
I bet Bauer does.
Once where they take the headphones off when you start speaking, and once when they're like, I guess I'll listen to what he does. I'm just kidding. Patriots Texans.
That's gonna be a good game.
Avoiding Deshaun Watson.
I'm not. I think he's due.
Where's that game
And I
at?
think the Patriots are going to start showing.
You got to tell
cracks
me where
in the
these games are at.
foundation.
It matters.
It does matter. Hold on.
That one is in Houston.
Cracks in the foundation for the Patriots.
I don't mind Watson. Was that
They've
Sunday
al-
night or Monday night or?
It is Sunday night at 8:20 p.m.
Here's the issue: they've allowed only
I know what they've
4
allowed, but-
touchdowns to or passing touchdowns to the quarterbacks
I
this
get
year.
it.
He's got it.
They've allowed 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 of them which were to Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Can we get a 1 in there? 3, 2, 1.
So
Okay, now, here's
but
the thing.
Watson
Is the most Lamar Jackson-like quarterback in the
Right.
league, but
I wouldn't go.
they
that far.
also know how to. They've already faced a guy similar to him.
I'm going with Josh Allen's the most Lamar Jackson-like quarterback in the league.
I agree.
Give me a break.
I agree. Deshaun Watson.
The willingness,
Is
but not the ability.
like, Deshaun Watson is Patty Mahomes light.
Oh,
Lamar
Jesus
Jackson.
I don't mind. I don't mind Watson this week.
Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen is Lamar Jackson light.
Well, he's not available in
David
the
Blau
standard
is better
DraftKings
than
lineups.
all of them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's why I figured it was night game.
If you can trade Lamar or Patty Mahomes for Blau, you better do it now.
I'll be honest with you. I'm going to avoid Deshaun Watson in showdown lineups as well. I just don't think he has a great game.
They,
I think you'll
they
fi-
typically take away the number 1, so I'm not sure if I'm paying up for Hopkins either.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I am either.
I'm going to.
Will Fuller.
Fuller?
Will Fuller's a nice play this week.
Fuller.
And as good as Carlos Hyde has been,
Kenny Stills might be an okay play too if he's
yep,
playing.
he may be. Ryan Griffin might be a good play.
Peta?
Carlos Hyde. So
Peter Griffin.
Ryan Griffin plays
Oh,
for
I'm
the
sorry.
Jets.
My bad.
Ryan
They,
Griffin plays for
they're
the
talking
Jets.
about Peter Griffin.
Ryan Griffin plays for the
who's
Jets.
the Griffith?
God.
Griffith. Who's the freaking tight
He
end?
used to play for the Texans.
Peta.
Whatever. Somebody not named Nook is going to perform well. Anyhow, the Pats have allowed literally 1 rushing touchdown. One touchdown to running backs this year. Rushing, receiving combined, 1.
Yeah, I'm not on Hyde this week.
Hyde in his last 2 weeks
Same.
went 9 touches, 16 touches, and offers 0 pass down value. And outside of a 33-yard run last week, he would have had 15 for 34 against what I believe it was the Colts.
Quickly, Bauer said, I do sometimes listen twice.
Thank you, Bauer.
I knew it.
He really just wants us to go all gang on him. He's just he loves us. Bauer, we love you.
We love you, Bauer.
When we hit it big, we're buying you a house to move here.
Quit trying to butter us up, dude. We're your friends. You don't have to lie to us and say you listen twice. That way we'll keep being your friends. We're locked in for life, brother. Life alert. Life lock. Life lock.
Anyway,
All right, on the Patriots side, I like Brady. I love the pass game this week.
I don't.
I like Sony Michelle.
I like Sony Michelle as well.
Love Sony Michelle this week. Obviously, Julian Edelman's always a play. The
Kind
dude
of hate
gets,
agreeing with Arms.
Julian Edelman. I'm going to catch 6 balls for 60 yards or 10 balls for 150 yards, but
Yeah.
it's still valuable.
Stone cold lock.
Probably going to get in the end zone damn near every week. Edelman's the most reliable guy in the game.
Edelman's the best wide receiver 2 in fantasy football. Absolute best wide receiver 2 in
Yeah.
fantasy football. Like
Nobody
if you
ever
play
wants
it,
him.
Yeah, if you play it by the numbers, unless you're in a league full of freaking toxic waste and you drafted Hopkins and Mike Evans and Julian Edelman's
Or if you're in a 10,
amazing.
if you're in a 10
amazing.
team league, you're going to be disappointed with Julian Edelman as your 2. But
Yeah, maybe.
How long has it been since Brady threw 300 yards in a game?
It's been a bit, but Edelman
well,
keeps
I didn't
producing.
know I
like
needed
Brady.
to look up that stat.
Well,
Could ya?
I know it's been a while. That's what I was saying. I think he has over 300 yards this week.
Been a while since I could.
What do you guys think about
say-
N'Keal Harry this week?
Nope. Yeah, I mean, he played last week,
Is-
caught a touchdown, but he had 1 ball thrown his way.
Is Sanu and Dorsett playing, or are they out again? They both missed last week, so that's the only reason. the
Last
guy
I
played.
knew, Sanu was questionable, and I don't know about Dorsett.
Well, that matters because I mean that's the only reason he played as much as he did last week.
Being on the field, learning the offense, building rapport.
No, I get it. I'm just saying if Sanu and Dorsett are there, he's probably going to be back to hardly playing.
Okay.
Just saying.
I'm just asking you a question. I don't have much.
That's
I
what I'm
don't have
saying.
much of an opinion on him.
I don't
Sanu,
like
if
him. I
Sanu
don't
and
like him
Dorsett
either
are
way.
out, I think the potential's there to have a good game.
I think
don't
long
like
term
him
the
either
dude's
way.
going to be a stud.
Yeah,
but
he could be.
right now, it's very questionable play.
Yeah.
More of a desperation play than anything.
Anyone else?
There's
in
your
this game?
$3,000 receiver.
I like James White. I know you guys like Sony, but I like James White. I just like the pass game. I think
I do too, but not a receiver outside of Julian Edelman. But as far as, James White and some surprise guy, nah, I'm good. Vikings Seahawks.
There's this running back. What's his name?
Rashad Penny. Finally making it a timeshare to Neil's despair.
Chris Carson telling you, bud.
Hey, he's been right. Chris Carson's looked
No,
great.
you're absolutely right. This is where I said I don't think they pay long term for Chris Carson.
yeah.
They're going to try to make Rashad Penny the guy because they'd never want to pay a running back, and they're showing it. They're trying to give Rashad Penny the ball.
Quickly, big thanks to Bauer. Brady's last 300-yard game was October 10th versus the Giants. 31 for 41, 334 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick.
Is that what, week 5, something like
So okay, yeah, like 7-8 games.
Right. Right.
I think this is the week he goes over 300 again.
We'll see. But Viking Seahawks, Rashad Penny, finally making a little bit of headway in that running back timeshare.
So the question remains at this point: if they're trying to give it more to Rashad Penny, does that make Chris Carson someone you're not comfortable with anymore?
I don't think it does because I mean Chris Carson's the kind of back that gets the chip on his shoulder and he has a better game than Rashad Penny this week.
Yeah, I mean, in redraft dynasty, I'm playing him,
Me too.
but
Until Rashad Penny makes it
DraftKings
evident.
Showdown.
There we go.
Probably staying away. I'm not sure the pricing. I haven't looked.
All right, so let me ask you this: Ronald Jones or Rashad Penny?
Rashad Penny, just because Ronald Jones has like solid games, but he doesn't have week winning games. And week 13 is a you need to win game unless you were great.
You're
all
talking about
season.
long term or this week?
This week.
Yeah, give me Penny.
I'm gonna go Jones just for the simple fact
They
that
play
he
the
has
Jaguars.
he has a good matchup, and I mean I don't know because Peyton Barber had 11 carries last week. So
Absolutely.
it's just as much of a timeshare as.
It is.
So I don't know.
I feel better about Rashad Penny
Penny,
breaking
Penny-
a few.
But Rashad Penny playing against this Vikings defense,
I
which
get
is
that.
really solid.
I get
yeah,
that.
I'd probably go Ronald Jones.
I think I'd
Still
go
going
Ronald
Penny.
Jones as well.
Still going Penny.
And it's entirely matchup based because I don't know if either they might match on touches this week.
Is this the week of Diggs or Thielen?
Thielen's still questionable.
Yeah, he's still
Is
questionable.
he still questionable? I thought he was going to play.
The bad part about this, if it's Diggs alone, I'm not comfortable. Like I'm not real comfortable with him. In Dynasty, you obviously have to play him.
Is
He's
this
a
game
stud.
in Seattle?
Yes. 12th man is a factor.
Why is
As it
Bauer
always is.
watching? Is he not recording the rewind
If you
tonight?
if you would read our group
Yeah,
text,
he said he recorded it earlier.
I don't read it.
They already recorded.
yeah, they recorded.
I listen to you.
Wednesday.
I listen to you plenty. I don't want to read everything.
But yeah,
That's right. Glare at me, son.
Mike Arzier have already left. So.
I like Dalvin, obviously. I like Russ.
I like Irv
Lockett.
Smith.
Irv Smith looks like he's taken over the number one tight end role.
It's
Finally.
still going to be some hot garbage that Kyle Rudolph ends up with like a catch for a 3-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
But Irv Smith moving up, like finally he's not becoming what I thought he would be yet, but he's trending in the right direction.
Yeah.
He's going to be a good one too. He's not going to be a great one. It's not going to be like Kittle numbers or Kelsey numbers, but he's
Well, no,
going
but
to be
he's-
a good one.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. He's not
I
gonna
think
be.
he can
He's not gonna be featured like them guys.
I think he could be Delaney Walker-esque.
Walker's been good.
Walker's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more along the lines of
Could he be Austin Hooper like?
I don't want to talk about
number
that.
number one tight end.
Yeah,
right
guys
there.
let you down 3 weeks in a row.
Number one tight
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, hot garbage 3 weeks in a row. 4, I think, actually.
But yeah, I like Lockett. I don't know. Josh Gordon, probably not. I mean, this could be the week he gets going. I don't know. Probably not playing him.
Man, the problem that I have with those receivers is when watching the game, it seems like there's still only 2 of them on the field at the same time.
Yeah. And
It's
last
like-
week it popped up. It said M. Turner scored a touchdown last week. And
I
I'm
saw
like,
that.
I was like, is Michael Turner still in the league? It
Yeah.
was like Burner Turner's scoring touchdowns.
Burner
It was
Turner.
But then it was like Malik Turner. I was like, who
Turner.
the hell is Malik Turner?
Quickly.
If they ran a 3 wide receiver set, by the way, the wide receiver, God, what is his name?
For who? Laquan?
No, or the tight end, excuse me.
On which team?
The
Oh,
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Jacob Hollister.
Hollister. Every week start.
Did
Kid's
any
a stud.
anyone dominate with Michael the Burner Turner in Northern Illinois on college football?
Oh, yeah.
No. No, I don't recall ever playing.
Really? Dude, I used to pick Northern Illinois, and every time I played,
Unless that was like
NCAA.
unless that was a Garrett Wolf year, then no.
Oh, Garrett Wolf.
Man, that's like running back you.
That was one of them. He loved those tiny running backs. He was all about Jaquiz, Garrett
Oh, yeah.
Wolf, Javid Best, Kevin Hart. He loved all of them.
Noah Devine.
Kevin Hart.
All those guys. Gary Coleman. He's like, put
I
him,
loved-
put him in, coach.
Did anyone see what Kevin Hart tweeted out
Put him in, coach.
with him being like oversized bulked versus The Rock?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
Pretty
that
good.
was beautiful.
pretty entertaining. Taking over the cat memes are slowly getting old. Woman yelling at cat, starting to get old.
I wish it would
Kevin
be
Hart.
over with. I share
yeah, it's
I share a
stupid.
lot of them, but it's still stupid.
I haven't laughed a bit.
My favorite memes are still the ones that squeezed in Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Oh God.
Still true. I don't care what happened. I don't care what side you lean on. Somebody silenced that man.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree as well.
I mean, Hux has literally been on suicide watch before, like watching people not kill themselves.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
No.
Oops. Accidentally let him hang himself. Yeah.
Oops. Oopsie. Didn't see him building that ladder out of popsicle sticks from the lunchroom.
Huck's ever playing euchre with his freaking buddy, and they're like, he's moving a lot.
Did you hear something?
He'll be all right.
You smell that rope burn?
It's like, Jesus Christ. Oh, I know we
Hey,
try
man,
not to get
smell
political
that?
on the show, but that's not political. That's just a piece of shit who got killed. Anyhow.
Who the hell slipped him that AK?
We cover all the
How'd that
games.
happen?
That was Monday night, so we're probably done with all the games, aren't we?
We're good.
Thank God.
We're good.
No more questions?
Let me check. Yeah, the last one. Bauer.
Why don't you guys shut the hell up?
Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? He didn't really type that. I ad-libbed that in. 'Cause that's what I do, you know?
So let's see. I'll just run through, see if I missed anything. I think Slayton's a play. Kirk, don't know.
Don't get
Talked
yourself
about that.
started again there, little
Watson,
lawnmower.
Phillip Rivers.
We ain't got time to mow that yard.
I think Hunt's still good play this week at 5,500.
Yeah.
Fairly cheap. Snell at only 47. Don't mind that.
Don't mind it.
Jacobs 6,900. That might be the highest I pay for a running back this week.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the 7K. But I like Chubb, so I don't know.
Yeah, but isn't Chubb like 70?
78,
70?
I think.
Okay.
A little pricey for him to. I know he's still
But
running the ball
that's
well.
lower than what he was, I think, last week. So, I mean,
Jonathan Williams, I mean, balling out 2 weeks in a row.
Might be the better buy.
That's all I had.
yeah, I covered everybody.
Hey, that's the way I like to end the show. Everything's covered. Everything's discussed. Okay, that works for me. Thanks for listening. Barks out.
Good night.
See ya.
This concludes another episode of the Back Row Fantasy Show. Thanks for listening, and be sure to give us a review.
Mutinous.
So, yeah, wait, screw me on that one.
You're welcome. No, I didn't yet.
No, just leave the recording. Barker,
Leave it. Let's
on the stream. You look bald.
talk about beards and and butt.
I'm not even on there anymore. I need to scoot up.
Yeah, you probably have to. Yeah, I figured I'd throw a little curveball there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thought it'd be
You've
fun.
done that like 2 out of the last 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, we've had 2 really good shows in the last 3 weeks.
I still love how Hux is, I think, 3-4 inches taller than me and looks 3-4 inches shorter than me.
I'm basically laying down.
Even when you're sitting up, though, it's like your room's
think
slanted or
my-
the camera's slanted
I
or
think the
something.
chair sits lower.
I think you're right.
Hey, Bauer, let us know whenever you receive that that decal what you think of it.
Thank you, Gut
I
Punch
can't wait
News.
to put it on the car. I think it's sweet looking.
Appreciate
so.
it a lot.
Yeah, the listeners were awesome tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, we had some new ones.
Yeah.
New ones, new questions. DBarb28 commented McCaffrey's been up to 11 plus on FanDuel. We don't give a fuck about FanDuel.
We try to stick
We
with what
appreciate the info, but we don't give a fuck about FanDuel.
Damn.
I
This
don't,
isn't on the podcast. We can cuss
the
galore.
prices are a little off, a little different, but
Yeah.
also I think your budget's a little different too, isn't it, Hux?
Yeah.
So that's why.
Bulldogs 92, whoever that is, joined the stream.
Oh, fucking Bazemore, you
Gut
piece of
Punch.
shit.
He didn't do anything.
Well, it's in the third quarter, but he's only got 5.5.
Yeah, that was the best stream chat we've had in a while.
Piece of shit.
Yeah,
see.
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah! Fucking chaos! Oh, Bauer.
What
We
happens
love
when
you,
I try to
brother.
get ballsy and play a big tournament?
Yeah,
Fuck up.
happens.
Yeah.
I'll wait to go outside till Arms comes back in. That way we can keep this post show up.
I was trying to find what Davis is doing compared to LeBron. Well, I guess I could just click on the
Lakers
thing.
are killing it this
Are they?
season. Yeah, they've.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
this
they
season they are. Hell yeah, they
they'd
are.
only lost like 3 games. I think.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see the Warriors just blow. I'm so sick of the Warriors.
I don't mind the Warriors, but
You don't mind them?
Nah.
Fuck you.
Davis has 34 DraftKings points.
you,
LeBron has
Hux.
29. So I mean, they're close.
Yeah.
They're blowing the Wizards out. They're up 19, getting ready to be halftime.
What other games are on right now?
I don't know. Some other ones are ending.
Come take over on this, Arms. Since we're still post showing, I'll go out and stress you. This is your chance to talk to your people.
Go get a stretch. I don't have
Your people.
I don't have my people.
your people. Your fans.
I have fans of the show.
Your fans. No,
none that are
Bauer
in-
said, does Neil like the Warriors? I don't think he does.
No.
He's not. Yeah, I mean, he's bandwagon.
He's a Houston guy,
He's
and
bandwagon.
he likes Luca.
I'll give him.
Which, how
I'll
can
give
you
Neil
not like
credit in the
Luka?
NBA.
He loves
I
Luka.
think Neil was like a 2-team or a team and a player.
Speaking of Luca, there's a minute 50 left in the game. He's at 72 DraftKings points.
Jesus God.
He's got 41 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds.
That man's an animal.
He is, dude.
dude,
With a minute 50 left. So, yeah, he's about to get that triple-double again. He's been a monster this year, man.
he's ridiculous.
And he's like 20 years old. The kid is just
Dude,
something
I
else,
love it.
man.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I love
he's-
it.
He's something
It just
else.
rendered Kristaps Porzingis like fairly fantasy irrelevant though.
Hey,
mean,
he's not doing much
Porzingis
today.
was-
He's got 2 points tonight. 13 rebounds.
Hell, he was like
2 points.
what a 25-point a game guy in New York.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been doing okay, but
But comparatively speaking, for what he was in New York
no,
versus
I
what he
mean,
is,
he's second fiddle right now. So
as he should be. I mean, look at what Duke
Boy, yeah.
or Luka is.
Oh,
Luka's.
yeah,
I mean,
Luka's-
he's incredible.
it's unbelievable.
Man, I kind of want to. I wish without you guys being assholes to me that I could talk about my my showdown lineups, but unfortunately, you guys are like, you can't do good in this. You want to brag about it. I feel like it could help grow the show. I mean, I
Dude,
have success at it.
I've honestly I haven't done too bad on Showdown. I haven't hit anything big, but I've been getting more consistent with it lately. And I wish I'd have played your lineups last night instead of. I played the one that you said that of Chris's that you liked. I played it, but I changed one player.
I did like his lineup.
It didn't do any good. But I wish I'd have just threw your 6 in, or I think that's how many you had, right? 6.
Well, you'd be up $500.
Well, I'd have probably been up $1,200 because I would have put it in the $10.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I played 3 lineups in the $10 last night and did his shit.
Yeah, I do the threes.
Well, I mean,
so
I
what I-
typically don't play the $10, but I
I
did
was gonna say
yesterday.
what I always did was I did the 10, 110, and I'll do some threes. I'm like, man, I could do 3 more threes for that.
Yeah.
And normally there's like 3 or 4 guys. I'm like, I can see this guy having the game that the difference maker.
It's really hard to make one lineup.
The first time I won like around 5, I played one lineup.
Yeah, no, I know you did. And then I mean, usually when you post your lineups, I play at least a couple of them. But yeah, I didn't yesterday.
I'd
Wish I
rather
would've.
you guys just adjust a little bit. You know what I mean? Change the player out. Because if
Yeah.
one of you guys would have changed out Lutz for Gage,
Yeah.
you're splitting. I think the split was 10,000. So you made on that one. It probably dropped it to $8,000.
Yeah.
If my lineup had hit, I broke it down. I'd have made just right around $5,000.
Yeah. I mean,
0.8 points. That makes me sick.
it does make you sick.
I mean, it's incredible. It's still an incredible run. I hear Shane
oh
out
yeah,
there.
it is.
Shane was who I was watching the game with. So we're sitting there. I'm like, yeah, just like if I'm sitting there, I'm like, I need that 83 because he doesn't watch a lot of football. I'm like 83. I need him to catch, a couple balls or get in the end zone. Like 2 plays later, touchdown Gage. I'm like, oh my god. And then it's like 19th place. I'm like, and then
Nothing gets you pumped like DraftKings. I will say.
I mean, hell, watching the onside kick, I'm like,
that onside kicks there.
I always say onsides. It's the way I've always said it.
It's
But
Corley.
watching the onside kick, it's just I'm like, if Russell Gage recovers that, do they count that as a fumble recovery for him? Because it hit the other guy's hand. I didn't know how they would do it. I'm like, oh my
Probably.
god. I'm like, oh my
That
god.
would be.
Oh my god, just do it. Oh man, it was intense. So I think I'm going to focus more on doing the heads up lineups. Where I had my like some mediocre success, win 20, 40, because you don't really win until you're in that top like 30.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the payout structure on DraftKings,
It's kind of crap.
it's shit. I mean, you can find if you got to really look through the different contests because there are some that are pretty good.
Well, I played I was looking through it just for shits and giggles, and I was like 200th place on a fairly decent one. I didn't win. I didn't win anything. Like I'm 200th place out of like 20,000 people, and I win
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, that's shit.
Man, I just keep winning like 10 and 20. Like I just can't seem to hit higher than that. Like I played all season off the same $50, but I just
Yeah.
can't seem to go to that next level.
I'm all about trying to find that one like descent play. The one play nobody else. is
Yeah, I
probably
mean
playing.
that's what it's gonna take really
And
to
you gotta
get
hit on
into that top 3 or whatever.
I mean, if you put together a lineup you like, that you really truly actually like, odds are you're going to split with 50 people.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you can put it together a lineup easily, it's
Yeah.
gonna be
It's not gonna do
duplicated by so many people. I mean,
Yep.
I did run one. I think it was in. It was a heads up. No, it was a basketball lineup, and I was all the way up to 5th, and it was like I think 500 the first game. I was all the way up to 4th or 5th place by myself,
yeah, that's,
and I'm like, oh god, I'm the only guy with
yeah,
this.
it doesn't happen often, especially in showdown. It's hard to get a duplicated lineup.
It wasn't a showdown. Except it was like it was a 2 or 3 game,
Well,
like
even with a
10
small
o'clock
slate
slate,
like
yeah.
that, yeah.
and I was
It's
the
just-
only guy with it. I'm like, oh my, I was my nephew's a big basketball fan, Brett.
Yeah.
Big basketball fan. I'm like, dude, I'm just like screenshotting him. And then it just falls off a wagon. Like 4th quarter, my guy's not even playing. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you gotta look at your line and be like, it's for it to be probably gonna do something.
Is it chalk? That's like whenever we all threw in for the big game
Yeah.
last week, which we should do again this week, by the way.
I don't know why.
I'll throw another 20 to her.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should do the $50 single entry, but I mean, just to
Yeah, we should definitely do
instead of the
single entry.
100. But I mean, that'd be $10 a piece. We get 5 of us. I'd be
But-
all right with that.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
But everyone should look for a descent player and see who like what the highest agreement on
I can
non
do that, yeah. Because I mean,
a non-chalk play.
if we look at it, because we had a shit ton of chalk on that lineup, but did we have anybody? Well, we had two, Knox, and there was two guys we had that was like almost unowned. So I mean, I guess if one of them would have went off, we would have did okay. Because the lineup didn't do that bad. I'm trying to look. I don't know if I can get back.
Win money off of it.
Well, no, we didn't. Because I played it. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, it was this one.
I feel like we're at the end of the stream. You guys agree?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Conley was 6% owned in the contest I played. Knox was 1%. So I mean, if either one of them break out, we might have placed.
Thanks for watching.
We should also.
But I mean, it didn't
as
help.
good as
Matt
you do-
Ryan put up 9 points against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, which is
So, I mean,
that's ludicrous.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
So I mean, I think we was on for the most part some of the right plays. It just didn't perform. Because I mean, if Matt Ryan has his typical 25-point game, I mean that puts us up over 140. I mean, so
And we're in the mix.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't mind it. I liked putting